Yo, 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 yo. So, the Russians took over my computer for that last stream. So don't worry about that, y'all. We ready to rock. Back with another cast so we can talk about where the fuck Peckham's, Nosm's, Mistums, whatever you want to call him, wherever the fuck he came from. I got here with me, super cool,
What's good?
and I got Edric, Sombra.
Hey, yo, shout out to this nigga Virgo New Hat.
Yo, what you mean? I have like
Hey,
8 hats.
hey, he ain't a trucker no more.
Nah, bro, he upgraded. This nigga Adidas now.
Oh, okay. Oh, now you're a token black kid now. Okay.
Now we got Sage,
Hi.
and we have somebody I don't really care about next. Okay, we got Quietly Loud.
We here. Lit.
Pigeon nigga.
Lit.
And we got
I gotta
Hemming.
throw the call off on my birds.
Bus bracken.
Oh,
We got
Hemming.
Harrison.
Young country boy over here cutting up vegetables and shit. You know how we do.
Word. You know, Chef Durson doing his thing per usual. So. We're gonna do some predictions here. And I mean, I'm still gonna do a little bit of recapping about 896. But now that Nasms or Mistums, wherever translation you want to use, be it Viz, be it mainstream,
The
now that,
saving.
now that he's finally got Luffy, what do you think he's gonna do? So what do you think about the mirror that he came in? He obviously didn't go in through the middle mirror.
The One Piece Black Panther.
I mean, let's be honest, bro. Let's be honest. This nigga Nazums was smashing Brulee, and that's how he got the other mirror.
Brulee do got them titties.
Wait.
What happened is like Brulee probably escaped after Luffy came back. Once Luffy came back after like the second fight, because we never saw Brulee after that, she probably just dipped off. I mean, Luffy wasn't even worried about Brulee at that point because he wasn't worried about escaping the mirror world, so he probably just let her go. Like, all right, I'm in here.
So Peckham was just like snatch.
Nah, I think Peckham
Nah,
was probably
bro.
outside
Peckham's
the
gave her
mirror
that
too.
Sulong transformation, boy.
I feel like Brulee.
I don't want to hear about none of
I
these
feel like
furry.
yeah, that's Sulong has to chill because Peckham wears the shade, so he can't transform anyway because he probably can't control it. Hence why they sent Pedro because they said that Peckham's is uncontrollable, and we never saw Peckham's really uncontrollable, but he probably can't control his form because I don't think Peckham he didn't spend his life on Zoe, so he probably doesn't have the proper training.
Hey, you know what makes me think quietly that this nigga Pedro's still alive?
Please no.
The whole Sulong transformation, bro. Like, they gonna show that nigga shit. They gonna show his Sulong transformation, and that's gonna be the reason why it's not trashy alive.
So you think
For
so?
me,
Even though
this whole arc will be trash if he's alive.
Big bro sacrifice, he brought that up.
That don't. If we wait on this man just to see if you think just us seeing his Sulong transformation stops that from being trash, then I don't know what to say. Like him being alive is
I
trash.
never said that.
Yeah.
I never said that. Shit could still be trash.
If he's alive and if Pound is alive, then this arc for me was trash. It's still not trash yet, but if those two are alive, then it's garbage. They're just
no, you could give Pound a pass, bro.
No,
I'm not giving Pound a pass either.
I want to see
Pound might get a pass, man.
Nah, man, his partying was too like emotional. He had the tie on. He was ready. It was the tears. It was the whole shit with him saying farewell to Lola, and even though she never really got to meet her dad, he was still always looking out for her. Like that shit was impactful. But if he's still alive, then it takes away. It takes away.
But like the shit with on Pedro too. Like the chapter where Pedro died is an amazing chapter. Like if Pedro isn't dead, that chapter instantly becomes way worse than it is right now. That's one of the best chapters in the whole cake to me, in my opinion.
But I mean,
it was a legitimate sacrifice. So
but I mean, the niggas who die in One Piece, you could literally count that shit on one hand.
Wait, I'm sorry. One more time.
Nah,
I said the niggas that die in One Piece, you could literally count that shit on one hand, bro.
Niggas die.
Like, not everybody's gonna die, bro.
That's fact.
Niggas die in flashbacks every day. In flashbacks, there's so many dead niggas in flashbacks.
If Oda can't kill off side characters like Pound and Pedro, bro, then it takes away the danger from the story. Like you don't feel like anybody can really get killed. Like I know that the main characters aren't gonna die, but I want to feel like there's a chance they might. Like I at least want to feel like they could possibly, it could be peril.
That's another reason why I kind of didn't like the shit in this arc, because I feel like when they were getting chased by Big Mom could have at least hurt one of them niggas, like fucked them up real bad. Like I understand that she ain't gonna kill them, but she should have been able to at least like fuck them up pretty bad. She's a Yonko.
Yeah, no, get it right. She's a mere Yonko.
Nah,
And
she's a Yonko. Don't get it twisted. The big mom disrespect would not
Respect
be
to
tolerated.
Jinbei.
she's a mere Yonko at this point because now that we know, so once Luffy solos Big Mom, no, I'm just playing.
Yeah, don't start this
But
shit.
but no, real talk. Like, so is Sanji even gonna get a fight? Because clearly at this point it seems as though Peckhams is not coming out of that mirror.
Nah,
I
I
don't think. I
disagree
don't. I don't
wholeheartedly.
think
I
Sanji's gonna
disagree
fight.
wholeheartedly. He has to get a fight.
Okay.
Want me to
I
tell you
think
what's
he
gonna
will
happen?
get a fight.
Want me to
But
tell you what's
I
gonna happen?
think
I hope he does, and I'm a Zoro
like
fanboy,
look,
but Sanji
I
needs a
think
fight.
that's the main reason that Snack showed up.
Exactly.
Just to
I
get
thought
him a
so
reputable
too.
feat.
No, I think all of his
I
feats have
thought
been
so.
speeded. I think all of his feats have been speeding observation, and that's how Otis keeps
Why do y'all
him.
think he ain't gonna get a fight? Why do y'all think Peckers ain't coming out that mirror though?
Yeah, I think he
I don't know.
is.
Like I feel like that mirror is too obvious.
I'm repping
You
Bam
know what I
Wait a
G
mean? Like,
minute.
since I've
It,
seen it. Big
So
ass
Peckhams
mirror
gonna hop
gang.
in here and
Bam
not
G,
say
throw it
nothing.
up.
let,
He's
let me let me
coming
let
out
me
that
let
mirror.
me let me explain. Let me explain why he has to come
Okay,
out
out
that
of
mirror though.
nowhere.
Let me explain why he has to come out that mirror. Like they have been telling us for like the last 20 chapters that the plan is, Luffy, you gonna go beat Katakuri and you gonna come out that mirror. Like Oda has been saying, like hyping up this army outside this mirror for like the last 5 chapters. And if we do not see Luffy come out that chapter, it's just gonna be like that those are three things. There's three things that have to happen in this arc. Luffy had to beat Katakuri in a one-on-one fight by himself. He has to come out the mirror, and that cake has
Facts.
to knock out Big Mom. That cake has to knock
Facts.
out Big Mom. That has to happen.
I
I
don't
mean,
know
I
about I
disagree
don't
with
know
that,
about
bro.
Cake
Niggas was
Killer. I
talking
don't know
about
about
throwing the
KO.
cake in the
Yeah, I don't know
ocean.
about the last one.
look,
I don't know
Why
about
would
the
they throw
KO.
the
Niggas was
cake in
talking
the
about
ocean?
throwing that bitch in the ocean.
look,
That
I
shit
don't
don't
Then
even
what's the
matter no
purpose
more.
of making the cake? What's the purpose of making the
There
cake if they
is
just
no
gonna throw it in the
purpose. That's
ocean?
the point. Cool. There ain't no fucking
It's
purpose. That's the
called
point.
classic misdirection.
That's not
I mean,
misdirect.
I
No, that's
don't,
not
I
misdirection.
don't
I
think the cake,
disagree.
I don't think the cake is misdirection. But for me, when it comes to the mirror thing, like that to me, like the fact that they went out of their way to break all of the mirrors in Cocoa Island just to have one mirror for the nigga to come out
Exactly.
on, like to me, now I'm
Yeah,
saying like
that'd
it
be
just
that'd
looked
be
like a
dumb.
detriment on Big Mom's part, like on the Big Mom Pirates part.
That's
So
the
when
only.
he
That's the
doesn't come
only
out,
way he can
Because
get
look,
the. That's the
if
that's
they
what
only
I'm
way
if
he can
they
get
saying.
the
So
cow
when
out.
he doesn't come out the mirror, I'm saying it'll just end up fucking them over more than they already fucked over. Like
like
that's the way I'm
if he
looking at it.
don't come out the mirror, that mean that all the other chapters was a waste.
Exactly. That's the whole point of what I'm saying. If Big Mom doesn't eat the cake, that means all those cake chapters were for nothing. It meant nothing in
It
the
was
grand scheme of
it
things.
for nothing.
Fam, she's
But
eating that cake, and he is coming out that big ass mirror. He's doing
That's
it.
what
I don't
I'm
know why.
saying. Like it makes
I
no
can't.
sense for Oda to spend all that time developing those plot threads, and they mean
It's not
nothing.
even that. It's just
let me
Luffy
go ahead.
passion to come out in the center of chaos, the eye of
You
the
don't think you
storm.
don't think he
That's
do
what he
that?
does.
You don't think?
That's
Yeah,
what he
that's what I was gonna say.
does.
That's what
Some
Luffy
shit.
does.
And the fact that it's like some people are saying it's so obvious that that can't be it, but it's like it's so obvious that you
That
might
it
think it's
has to
something
be
else,
it.
but the twist will be that that actually is it. He's coming out that mirror.
Yeah.
Like the whole them saying that even Gold Roger, if he came out this mirror wouldn't
Oh
survive. That more clout
yeah.
for Luffy. When Luffy come out, then you gonna be like, nigga, you still survive. That more clout for
Look,
Luffy.
I don't care whether or not if he comes at the mail show, whatever. But I still don't think that's like reason enough to say that Sanji's gonna go out and start fading niggas on sight. Like I don't think
Yeah, I
that's
don't
what's
think
gonna
Sanji's
happen
Can
with
I
doing
him.
that
can I
either.
get my
Thank you,
prediction?
bro.
Can I get
Yeah,
my
I don't
prediction?
think Sanji's fading
Yeah,
Go
anybody.
ahead.
go ahead.
Give your
My
prediction.
prediction. My prediction is that Sanji Luffy's gonna come out the mirror or whatever, and like, cause if you count the people, it's six name characters. It's Oven and five brothers or whatever. So my theory is that the other five Vinsmos gonna pop up because if Sanji like it's an even 6-on-6 fight. If the other Vinsmos come like including Judge and all the sisters and brothers, that'll be an even 6-on-6 fight. And then they can bring like the little clone army and they fight like all the fodder niggas, and that'll be enough to be able to save Luffy. That's how I think it's gonna happen.
I mean,
That'd be the perfect
because the
time
Germa
for the
is
Vince
coming.
to pop up.
So
Yeah, they
so
will.
do
That
you
will
see
happen. But that
Peckham
Sanji's
hopping
not
in?
getting a fade
Nasm's
though.
hopping in as
That's the
well.
That's
thing.
it's
Sanji's
two
not
people
getting a
talking at
fade.
once. I can't hear you,
Like,
Virgo.
oh my, I'm about to say Sanji's not getting a fade. What you said is true. The German will come to save them, but Sanji's not getting a one-on-one. He's
You
not.
think
He's
so? You
sitting there
think they
like a
just gonna
little
let
pussy
Sanji run
anyway.
away?
He's sitting
You
there.
think
He's sitting.
Hey,
Sanji's
Yeah,
already sitting there talking about, oh my God, look at all
That's
these
exactly
fighters.
what I'm
If
saying.
if he
I'm
fought
like,
one on one,
Sanji's
yeah, he
listening.
get it.
He'll,
If he fought
he'll
one on one,
definitely
yeah,
be
he get his
wrecked.
ass destroyed. But if they
Who
get
said, yeah,
help, of course they
but
can
bro,
fight.
this is you're a shonen fucking fighter, and that's the kind of shit you talking about. Oh my God, there's
Nigga,
so many
if you going
people.
up
We're
against
gonna
the
be beat.
army, if I'm
So
going up one
what?
against the army, of course we
Luffy
gonna
went
get
up
our
against the
ass
army.
beat.
Luffy
And
went
he
up
got
against the
his
army.
ass beat. He got his
So
ass
what though?
beat.
But he still did it though. You should still do it, regardless. Just do it.
what he's saying is there's no chance that they'd be able to win. Just like it was no chance that Luffy was gonna be able to beat that army after he just fought a sweet commander and got his ass beat by Sanji. There was no chance he was gonna win that fight.
The way I look
he
at it,
didn't win that. He didn't beat that army.
That's what I'm saying. That's what Sanji said. Sanji's being realistic. He ain't Luffy. They ain't the same character. Like Sanji's more like strategic with shit. He knows for a fact that if he goes in that fight,
I mean, some niggas understand that they trash.
The way I look at that though, like,
nigga,
I feel like,
nah. Even the main character couldn't be the army, nigga. Like, come on, bro. He ain't trash. Like, come on,
you said it. You right, exactly. Some people just don't know.
I mean, Sanji know he ain't up to par, my nigga. He know what the fuck is good.
Y'all nigga capping bad, bro. Y'all nigga capping bad right now.
Man, fuck Sanji, bro.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Look, my whole perspective on this shit is, bro. Like, I feel like Sanji the whole time, like every feat Sanji has had has been like in speed observation. Like you hear me niggas say this whole shit all the time. Like I feel like in this instant, like it's just gonna be that same thing again. Like he's just gonna go fast as fuck and just be weaving everybody just in and out. Even by his own admission that
Which I don't necessarily hate.
Yeah, I don't hate that shit neither. If he moves,
he ain't even the fastest nigga on the whole crew. Like I understand he got speed feats, but he ain't even the fastest nigga on the whole crew.
Let's be real. Like Oven is probably the strongest, one of the strongest, if not the strongest nigga that's chilling right there. And this nigga Sanji was able to move, pick up somebody and leave before this nigga even realized.
Well, Snack's the former Sweet Commander, so he might.
Yeah, I feel if Brook can get a fight in this arc, I feel like Sanji has to get a fight in this arc. I feel like
if he fights anybody,
I mean, but let's be honest.
That's it.
I don't think it's
how much of a feat is beating Oven, bro? Like really, like how much of a feat is beating Oven? Like let's be honest, how much of a feat is that?
It's not
it's better than what Sanji got now.
It depends.
It's a better feat than what Sanji got now.
You have to see what Oven is capable of doing before we can really
decent because he should be Oven. And I
it's a
would
bigger
not
feat.
I mean, Oven has what, a 350 million berry bounty?
No, we don't even know Oven's bounty. So I'm about to say,
so
what
then
do you guys
agree that he should struggle against Oven?
Oven is yes, he should. Oven is not like a low tier. Oven is definitely high tier.
I think he should watch that nigga to Oven, bro.
Hey, can I talk real quick? Hey, can I say something real quick? Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
What's up, Wayne? Welcome, by the way.
Oh, but anyway, what I think he should definitely fight Snack and beat Snack because like he still is part of the big three. Like regardless of how anybody want to slice it, he should be that strong. And we know that Snack, he was the commander, but he got knocked out of there. He's not a commander more. So I feel like for Sanji being that third place on the crew, minus Jinbei, like I feel like he should be able to handle somebody of that caliber, and that would be a great reputable feat for him, like in the new world right now. Because right now all he displayed was speed feats.
I feel like. I feel
he needs a fight though. Like, why does he need to have one?
Because he ain't got to fight all the new world. Like he ain't got to fight all the whole new world by himself. He needs to fight.
In the year of Sanji, does he really need?
No, he's the chef.
No,
oh my god, nigga!
Y'all niggas with that chef shit, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. That was his feat. He baked that cake, bro.
Let me say something. Can I go real quick?
You can't tell me that getting stronger wouldn't help everybody in their individual roles on the crew.
Let me go real quick. Let me go real quick.
You crazy?
Strength is required in New World, but continue. Go ahead. Who's trying to speak?
I'm trying to speak right now. Y'all niggas are really trying to say that Sanji. If y'all been reading this story for this whole time, y'all gonna say that Sanji is just a chef now after all this shit we done seen.
That's not.
That's the chef now. Like, come on, bro.
But it's because he's a chef. He doesn't have to have a fight, bro. He doesn't have to. It's like at Wano, Zoro's gonna have to beat strong swordsman. He's a swordsman. That's what he has to do.
Quiet. This nigga is the third strongest in the crew.
Come on, bro. Like y'all niggas is reaching with this shit, bro.
I'm saying, bro.
Was his cooking skills? That was the highlight, bro.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Like you can't just say that like it's
excuse. You could use that excuse for everybody else on the crew except for Sanji, bro. If Sanji's not a capable fighter, who do they have?
Every other art we gonna have, Sanji ain't gonna have no fight. Sanji's never gonna have a fight again.
From your mic a little. I said it 8 times, fam.
But yeah, it's just like this nigga been fighting the entire story. And you think when they get to the new world with these monsters that this nigga ain't gonna fight no more?
That's
I
not.
didn't say
I'm
he's
not
not
saying.
gonna fight
I'm not
anymore. I'm
saying
not saying
that.
that he's
Like
not gonna
I'm
fight
saying, like if
anymore.
we're arguing that Sanji needs more development, I'm saying does he need to fight to develop more? Like I don't think that's
Yeah, he
necessarily the
The
case.
doesn't.
nigga need to get stronger.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Cause
Yeah,
Zoro
I'm not gonna.
dusting his bitch
I
ass
ain't gonna
right now. I'll
disagree
tell
with
you
that.
that. All he had his clashes. All he has had are clashes. Meanwhile, Zoro has had a full fight with Pika, and he fauterized that nigga.
Man, that
And
nigga cut
everything
him
else that
one
Sanji
time.
has
That
done
wasn't
in
even
the
no
new
fucking
world, the
fight.
nigga has been struggling, bro.
That nigga they cut him one time. That was not a fight.
Bro,
Pika
that
ran
is a
away. He
fight.
cut him in half.
Cool.
That
I'm
is not a
sorry, that's a
fight.
fight, bro.
That
It
is
is a
I
not a
mean,
fight.
fight.
It's a fight.
even if you don't consider that a fight, like all of the attributes that Pika had puts him above like a lot of the people that Sanji like clashed with, like as far as like Zoro just cauterizing that
I
nigga.
agree with that point, but you just can't act like Pika was just like some majestic ass fight that like was
Oh no,
amazing. Like
the nigga wasn't top
the
tier or
nigga,
anything, but that still proves that Zoro is doing way better in the new world than Sanji is.
that just proved that Pika was trash compared to Zoro.
Nah,
That's
it
all
don't.
that
See,
proved.
no, it don't. And you see, this is the thing, cool. With the difference between Zoro and Sanji, the post time skip is this: Zoro is so strong in the new world. He did his training. He makes other strong people look like fodder. He makes people look like fodder. And the thing with Sanji's going up against all these people in the new world, and they're making him look like fodder. Doflamingo fodderized him.
That's
Virgo broke his
Doflamingo.
legs.
Did you really think
Virgo
Exactly.
broke
No,
Doflamingo
his
hey,
wasn't
quietly.
gonna
legs.
You,
be?
you heard what you just
Hold
said,
on,
right?
hold on,
That's not
You
hold
heard what you
on,
just said,
hold on,
quietly.
hold on,
You can't just say
hold
the
on.
nigga's supposed to
Nigga,
cook. It
that's
don't work like that.
Doflamingo.
It
Like
makes no
what? Like
sense.
did you
But I'm
really
just,
think Sanji was
but
gonna
I'm
beat
just, it
Doflamingo,
doesn't
who was the
matter. I'm just
main
saying
end of the
in
fight?
the new
Hey,
world,
Zoro couldn't even
Would
beat
have
him.
in the new
Zoro would have
world,
fucked up
Sanji is
Virgo.
not
I'll
up
tell
there.
you
Let
In the
that.
new world, he's not
me
up
say
there.
that one. Let
Zoro
me say
would
this
have still
point
No.
real
got
quick.
fucked up
I
by
agree with this.
Doflamingo.
I agree with the
No, but
Virgo
that's
shit, but
fine.
like
But like Virgo
hold on.
is the outstanding factor right here because Virgo cracked Sanji Shin, bro. Meanwhile, Zoro
And
would have
Sanji
just
is a kick.
fucking chopped through that nigga.
Legs is his specialty, and that's not even Virgo's specialty. Kicks is not even his specialty, but he outkicks Sanji. This is your specialty.
Can I reply to
And
that?
that shows you that that nigga needs to improve. That's it.
Can
Yeah,
I
he needs him.
can,
Yeah,
Really?
okay, yeah, yeah.
All
That's,
right.
I didn't even know how this got
let
to
me go
Zoro
real
versus
quick
Sanji.
because this is some blasphemy y'all just saying. Like y'all do understand that when you win a story, like the main villain has plot armor until the main hero beats that nigga in a fight, right? You know that, right? Like no matter what
Bro,
happens, like in every
Generally
single like
speaking,
anime
yes.
period, like say for instance like Frieza when he fight Piccolo and Vegeta and Frieza,
Cool.
Frieza gonna
Please don't
always
tell me
win
you're
that fight.
arguing that Sanji would have
No,
beat
that's not what I'm.
Doflamingo.
He's not.
yeah, I
Zoro
don't know
wouldn't have
how
beat
this could work for you,
Doflamingo.
bro.
Nigga, if Zoro
We
was
don't know
fighting him,
that though,
Zoro wouldn't have beaten him either.
but
That's the whole point.
we didn't
Okay.
see Zoro
That's the
versus
whole. No, that's the
we didn't
whole
see
point.
Zoro
Like
versus
say,
Dofi. We
like
just
say,
didn't see
no,
that.
Yeah,
you ain't
Zoro
Then
was
listening to
gonna
don't
what
beat
use
I'm
Zoro
Dofi. Just use
saying though.
Virgo.
Zoro would have
You
Just
got
ain't
use
letting me
Virgo.
think. Virgo
Right.
wasn't gonna
Y'all
lose
listen
anybody
to
but
the
Law.
man what he gotta
You ain't
say.
listening to what I'm saying. You cutting me off halfway through and trying to tell me what I'm trying to say. Like let
That's
me
what it
talk
sounds
and
like,
say what I'm
nigga.
trying to say. Nigga, you don't what you think ain't what I'm trying to say. You don't know what I'm
Hey, then
finna
run
say.
it. Because that's what it sounds like.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day, Virgo wasn't gonna lose to anybody but Law because that was Law's opponent to beat at the end of that arc. Law had to beat somebody just like Luffy had to beat somebody at the end of the arc because Law was a captain. He has to beat somebody at the end of the arc. That was just his opponent. There was no possible way that Sanji was gonna beat Doflamingo in Dressrosa in an arc about Doflamingo. Luffy has to beat him. If Zoro would have fought him, he would have lost too. The same way. There's
Factual.
no way that anybody else is gonna beat Katakuri in this arc. But
That's
Luffy, that was
factual.
his villain.
Um,
Like
I mean, but power scaling is important too. You can't just discount power scaling
I'm
just
not. I'm
because
not.
you know of plot. Like it doesn't work that way.
I mean,
That's not what I
even
was
by
trying to
power
say.
scaling wise, Duffy would beat Zoro.
Exactly.
No, no,
That's the
no. But
whole
that's why
point
I
I'm
all
trying
argued.
to
That's
make.
why I argued the
right.
point with Virgo, not the
Hey,
point with Doflamingo, because Doflamingo would fauterize everybody but Luffy.
hey, I get the point you're trying to stem to. Is back to Sanji getting a fight, but we're getting a little bit off topic when we're coming to
Yeah, because
predictions here.
I was gonna say like I understand the want to see what Sanji can do, but I don't I think it's a question of like we don't know like how the nigga has progressed in the 2 years that he's had progression. You know what I'm saying? And I understand wanting to see that. But in terms of it being Sanji's year and him needing to have a fight because it's his year, I don't really necessarily agree with that
Because
sort of
he
philosophy.
had major characterization
It
throughout
ain't
the
even.
entire
It ain't
arc.
even
The
just his
arc is
year.
about
I
him.
just feel like he should like prove your worth, like fighting wise. Like
He
the
is,
game
but
has
he doesn't
saved
have
your ass.
to.
I
See,
don't
that's what I'm
disagree
saying. He
with
doesn't
that
have to
But
sentiment.
prove his
Again,
fighting wise. He
he'll
doesn't
get an
have to.
opportunity eventually. It's
Yeah,
not
and
like this
why
is his
not? But
only
why does
opportunity
he
to
have
just
to
to
prove
fight.
his
He
worth
doesn't
fighting wise?
have to do it right
Bro,
So
a shit
y'all,
stand
so y'all
Jinbei is
just
above
cool with him
Sanji.
not getting a fight. Y'all cool with that
oh,
shit.
I
Y'all
never.
just
No,
fine with
I'm
I'm
not.
not.
Look, cool. I'm
in
not
a
saying I'm
fighting
cool with
anime.
it. I don't fuck with
So
it. I don't fuck with it at all. I'm just saying if that's what
so
Oda is going for,
so
I can see
question.
why he's
So
doing that.
Hey, let me
so
ask y'all a
y'all
question.
saying y'all hold on. Like, I'm gonna be
Let me
quick. I'm gonna be
let me
quick.
go
I'll let
after
you
you,
go.
Super.
So y'all just saying like
y'all ain't cool with it. Y'all just don't think Oda's gonna do it, so y'all ain't gonna get y'all hopes up to get let down. Is that what y'all trying to say?
Facts.
What
That's not
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
That's
not
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying.
asking folk. I'm asking folk
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm
everybody
saying.
else.
That's what I like. I already like. I done been sitting here waiting for Saji to flex on somebody, and every time he had any sort of like anything that gave me some sort of hope that he was about to fade somebody, like it was only focused on him moving fast as
Hey,
fuck or him
hey,
doing
but
some
check
weird
this
shit
out though. Check
observation.
this out though.
Like I'm
Hey,
not gonna keep sitting there waiting and waiting. It's almost the end of the goddamn arc and we haven't seen nothing yet. You know
hey,
what I'm
but
saying?
can I say something real quick?
Yeah,
I
go
ain't
No,
mean
ahead.
to
go,
cut
bro.
you
I
up.
got
We ain't
these.
had one to go next.
No,
All
no,
right,
no.
go
He can
ahead,
go.
bro.
He can say his little piece.
Oh, I was just gonna say, but this is the perfect opportunity for Sanji to showcase his strength. Like you got opponents in front of him. Luffy is coming out right there. Do you really think Luffy gonna come out of that mirror and Sanji gonna grab him up and just speed blitz away? That'd be
No.
so
I don't.
whack.
No.
Hey, don't y'all think he's coming out of
That'd
the
be so
same
whack.
mirror that Peckhams came from?
Nah, he has
We
to
don't
come
know
But
out on
which
why,
mirror
Kakawa
why,
Island.
Peckhams came
like
from.
I said earlier, if he come out another mirror, that mean that all those chapters with them building up to get to that mirror will be for
But
nothing.
That's
isn't
what
That'd
that
be
the
Oda
same
does
irrelevant.
as the
most of the
mirror in
time.
the
Then
wedding?
Huh?
Like, wasn't there lots of build up for the mirror in the wedding, and we still didn't actually see that come to fruition?
Yeah, you got a
No, they
point.
came out the mirror in the wedding.
But
No,
No,
they
the
didn't.
mirror that
Hey, it's the
They
same
wasn't
shit
in
with
the
the
cloud.
plan.
It
Everything this arc, like
wasn't
But
everything
the
this
thing
arc has
is with
clone.
gone
that,
awry. Everything,
with
like
the
all
mirror
plans
at
have
the
failed.
wedding, the thing is with the mirror at the
No,
wedding,
not all our plans.
Oda look, but look, the thing
Which
is
one
the
didn't
mirror at the
fail?
wedding, Oda
Katakuri
wasn't
lost in the fight to Luffy, and
I
they
mean,
gonna
but
come out
that's
his
it, bro.
mirror.
Everything else is fucking failed. And that
I
was
guess.
barely, my nigga. That wasn't even like supposed
It
to happen. The
doesn't
nigga
matter.
wanted to
He
lose.
lost. It doesn't matter. He
hold,
lost.
hold
He
on,
was
hold
mad
on.
to beat
Yo,
Luffy in
Gil,
the
Let
Gil
me
is
fight.
in the
go.
middle of talking.
he
Y'all just
lost,
gonna
fam.
interrupt the nigga, man.
Hold on. So you telling me Sanji got all these top tier people, a commander right there, plus Oven and all these other high tier people all the way over there, and they finna try to jump Luffy as soon as he get out. And some of y'all boys feel some type of way because this man talking about, oh, even me and Luffy will lose because he expecting Luffy to be damaged up somewhere. You telling me Zoro gonna walk through each and every person like he damn Lee
Nah, that's
Harper
not what I'm
Whitebeard or
arguing.
something?
I'm arguing that
Nah,
that shit
he
Zoro
not
ain't.
gonna
gonna
walk.
happen.
Zoro will
Because
walk through all them
Katakuri
niggas
just
like he's
foreshadowed
Zoro,
that we
Come
cause
on,
he's
coming
bro.
back,
Don't
Zoro.
be a
bro.
fanboy when you be
Katakuri
saying
just
all
foreshadowed we
this.
coming back. None of this
Cause
shit
he's
gonna happen.
Zoro.
This shit gonna
We'll
happen
walk
the
right
next
through
arc.
these
Okay,
niggas.
okay. Look at it like this. Cracker down, Katakuri down. Smooth look like she finna get a fight with Reiju. Montdor talking about the rest of the fleet, the 10,000. Germ already whooped, and they should be there before 1 o'clock, and it's 12:55. So next chapter, German should be popping up. If German pop up and Sanji over there, Sanji go hop out, and them boys just go start whooping ass and taking names. Then what you gonna say then?
Okay,
Sanji
so then,
shouldn't be
then
doing
my
all
question
this?
to that is why the fuck would Katakuri ask Luffy, oh, are you going to come back to fight Big Mom if there's going to be more altercations throughout this arc? Please tell me that.
Okay, and what was the point of Luffy saying I'm gonna beat your ass, Big Mom, when he was stuck in that damn cage?
Hey, that nigga took
You
a
get
rain
me?
check, bro,
There
and
could
he
be more
admitted he took a rain
altercations.
check. He don't want no smoke.
Just because he answered that doesn't necessarily mean he's gonna leave
Yeah,
at that
that's what I'm
moment.
just saying. You can't go by one thing Luffy said, then dismiss the
But
other
why
thing.
fight
Luffy early in the
everybody
arc
who
said he was
matters?
gonna whoop Big Mom. Come over
But
here
why
right
fight
now.
everybody who matters now if we plan on coming back?
We're not coming
Everybody in
back.
her whole army so far is getting took out. Everybody, period. Look at it. Cracker gone. Katakuri gone. Smooth look like she finna get a fight with Reiju. The rest of their army just sitting on Cocoa Island. And German got their whole freaking army right down their ships. Then you got Capone them, along with the rest of the Straw Hats. Daifuku them, who knows where by now. And you telling me just got Smoothly got a little bit of ships behind them? And German Straw Hats, new Fisherman Pirates, and all of them combined, they can't take these people out, and Luffy can't beat Big Mom this arc.
But that's not
And
how
the
Oda's gonna
rest
do it.
of
The nigga already said we gonna come back.
based on what? When Oda said this? When Katakuri asked
Katakuri
Luffy a
literally
question?
asked this nigga Luffy, are you going to come back?
Katakuri
Verbatim. Are
said
you
that.
going to come back
Oh,
and beat Big Mom?
okay. So let me ask you this: what you think gonna happen if Big Mom eat this cake and pop up dead in front of Luffy,
Bro, niggas
and
talking about throwing
everybody
that
still
shit
fighting?
overboard, so I don't even
No,
count that.
no,
That
no.
cake
I'm
might
just
be gone
asking you a
next
simple
chapter.
question.
He just said she wasn't even gonna throw the cake overboard. Like I don't understand why niggas put
Bro,
so
I'm
much
just
stock
asking
in
you a
that
simple
quote.
question. If Big Mom pop up in front of Luffy while everybody else fighting, and Luffy just chilling, he getting some rest in, what you telling me Luffy go do? He just go sit there
You
and
really
watch
think that
Big
the
Mom
nigga that
start
barely
murdering
beat
everybody on their
Katakuri and
end?
Katakuri let this nigga win in the state that he's in currently, where he has to be
Nigga
dragged
did
out of the
not
mirror,
let
bro? He's gonna
Katakuri
fight
Wait,
Big
win.
Mom right after.
Wait,
him
Samba,
win.
Samba,
What
please
do you
hold,
mean?
like, just
What do
one
you mean
second.
let him win?
I just got one question to ask. Why are they standing there waiting? Why is he, once Luffy gets free, their plan is to escape. Why is he even standing there waiting for Big Mom to come? Soon as Luffy
No,
gets out the mirror,
everybody
they're
else gonna
getting
be
him
having
and they're
fights.
leaving. They're sliding out.
No,
That's
if
it.
everybody else
Why
there
stay
having
there?
fights, they gonna be trying to corner them off, right?
Yo, but soon as they get them, they're leaving. Once Luffy is out, the goal is to hold people off and dip. It's not. You don't
Yeah.
have the time to defeat somebody. Nobody's getting defeated here, bro. Unless people are getting
You
one
wanna
shot.
bet?
You don't have the time. You don't have the
German are popping
time.
up any minute now.
Yes,
Yo, our crew
German
is
is
weak as
popping
fuck,
up.
bro.
But
We
the
ain't
straw
doing
hats
shit.
need to. The
We
straw
ain't
hats
doing
need to
shit.
escape. Everybody is trying to
Bas-
escape. That is the whole.
Y'all,
That's the whole
are
goal. It's
y'all
not to
saying
fight
this
Big
just
Mom.
because
It's
y'all
not to
don't
fight
believe
the.
Big
It's
Mom
not
going
the.
down this
No, no,
arc, or
no.
y'all don't want her to go
It's
down
not
this
No,
about
arc?
because
that.
niggas
The
is too
goal right
weak to
now,
beat
the
her
goal
ass.
is to escape, bro.
How they too
Yes.
weak?
For one, the thing is cool.
Wait, hold on, hold on.
bro. I mean,
Who's taking out Big
That's
Mom?
not
Tell me
cool.
who and
That's
how are
wing.
they
That's
taking out
not
Big
I
Mom?
said
cool.
wing. I said wing. I said
I'm
wing.
just
I said
saying,
my
don't
bad.
make
Wing.
sure.
The
Make
thing
sure.
is, there's another fleet
No,
incoming. So
that
why
fleet
stay
got
here
defeated
to
by
fight an
German
army
about
when there's
15
another
chapters
fleet
back.
coming? It's
So
still
That was
there. It's still
Germa.
coming.
Germa
No,
took
it's
them
right,
out already. That's what I'm
bro.
trying to tell you.
No, they
Germa
One at a
did.
took them
time,
out
y'all. One at a
No, they
time.
did not.
acting like he was the 10,000 soldiers. He was like,
No, they
oh, Cocoa
didn't.
Island, 1 o'clock. All right, we gonna beat up.
But there's
And
other.
them
There's
boys
more,
should be there
bro.
any minute now. They
Smoothie
took out
has
them
a fleet
10,000.
behind
So
her
what you
too. So
saying?
Smoothie has a fleet behind her also. Like the whole fleet that was following Smoothie and Big Mom. Big Mom dipped off with Perospero. Smoothie
Okay,
still has the
Capone them
whole
over there.
fleet. No, they did not take all of
I,
them. They did not take all of them. All of them are following Smoothie to stop them at Cocoa Island. Only
so you
Perospero and a
telling
few
me
of them with
Nami?
Big Mom.
German
What are
got
you
a
talking
whole
about? They're not.
freaking
It's not
army.
about to be a big war, bro. They're
German got a.
escaping. They're
Say what you was
escaping.
gonna say,
They're
Sage.
dipping.
I was just going to say we're a bit derailed. Has everyone managed to actually talk about their feelings on PEKOMS and their predictions for the next chapter?
I agree.
Oh no,
Peckham's is gonna hop
No?
out of the mirror. He's gonna go too
to even
long,
talk
and he's
about
gonna dip.
PEKOMS.
One at a
I did
time.
not. Look, I mean, I don't know how Peckham's got in there. My assumption is that they're going to leave the way Peckham's got in there. I think I'm under the assumption, like I disagree with Cool vehemently. Like even though it seems like the Vince Monks could very well save Sanji and all of them in this situation, I'm under the assumption that that Sanji and everyone else are going to leave, and then the Vince Monks are going to be safe for the exposition of the arc. So, I mean, other than that, I don't really care what happens next chapter.
I
Honestly.
disagree with you too, because I disagree with the fact that he could leave where he came out of, because there's only one mirror that's on Cacao Island, and he has to pop out at Cacao Island. Peckers was never
Well, how
on
do we
Cacao
really know
Island
that there's only one mirror, bro?
because they said that they broke
Yo,
every
this is
single
so
mirror.
weird,
They said
yo.
they broke every
Yo,
single
because
mirror.
cool. Sometimes I really can agree with you, because I agree with you on this point.
But let's be
Yeah.
honest, bro. Like niggas have been lying to Big Mom and everybody else this whole goddamn
What does
arc. What
Big
makes you
Mom
think
have
that
to do
some
with any
niggas?
of that though? That's
No,
nothing to do with Big
let
Mom.
me finish my point, and I'll tell you exactly what that has to do with it.
All right.
Niggas like Opera are saying that they got a job done when they didn't. That really that tells you right there that you have the possibility of a Big Mom pirate not following orders just because they felt it's beneficial or it's too out of the way for them. That's just what it is.
You done?
Yeah.
You done?
I mean,
What
I'm
does
not
that have
talking,
to
right?
do? What does that have to do with? What does that have to do with Oven giving orders to them niggas? That Big Mom has nothing to do with that situation. Like all they had to
That
do was just
niggas
break
on
the
the Big
mirror.
Mom crew
I
only
understand.
care about themselves, whatever's beneficial to them.
How was that? All right, okay. I see your point. I understand. You got it.
Now, with Germa, what exactly part do you think Germa's going to play in this? Is it
Who you asking that to?
is that their escape vessel? Are they going to heal Luffy? Like what's going on?
Even
Who you asking that
German
question
most
to?
likely
Directly?
go.
I'm asking that to whoever wants to hop in and talk about it.
Oh, okay. Can I hop
Oh, you
in?
can go first.
Go ahead, Sage.
I'm not sure if I would like to talk about the possibility of the Jammer, but I will for this because I would love to see this be when they come in. I would love for PEKOMS and Luffy to come out the mirror, PEKOMS to take off those sunglasses, kind of push Luffy out the way and be like, "You're gonna need to run now." Him go in his kind of wilder form. The Germa turn up. They are helping fend people off. Sanji's there. The Germa are seeing him take somebody decent down, like Snack or something like that. That would be really cool. I really like the idea of it, but my only thing is that I feel like if we've got PEKOMS and Sanji and they're kind of on a grab and go mission, we might see a grab and go. So the German might turn up after Luffy makes it out the mirror and offending people off from the coast rather than helping them escape from the coast rather than helping them escape right here for the Germa, just because I feel like they have an actual fleet that could stop that fleet because they have a fleet of snail boats.
And they're sending their fleet out there while the rest of them get away because they don't really care about those clones because they can make as many of them as they want.
I feel like another thing that has to factor. I feel like another thing that has to factor into what's going on too, like the fact that PEKOMS has the turtle fruit, like the turtle shell fruit, like that'd be a real good way to be able to protect Luffy while all that shit. While in my opinion, what I feel like would be going on with Sanji and the rest of the Vin Smokes while they be fighting all them other niggas, he can literally just stand and cause he's a turtle, he got the turtle shell. He can literally just stand behind him with the turtle shell and get protected while all that shit goes on. I do want him to go too long. I feel like that would be cool. But I feel like he doesn't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got it perfected. So it'll probably be like pre-time skip monster form Chopper or some shit where he can't control it. And he's just beating up friend and foe or something like that. I don't know. But we don't know enough information. Yeah, we don't know enough information about how it is though, so I don't know.
It'd be really interesting to see Su Long form turtle powers as well.
It'd be interesting.
Then he'd have a great offense and a great defense.
I mean,
another thing too,
a monster, a lot of a monster.
I just another thing too, just in my opinion, because I can only speak from my opinion. I feel like if Sanji does run away from if Sanji just picks up Luffy and run away, that'd be really melodramatic in the climax of a fight. Like we just had a 18 chapter fight just to give a fight. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that'd be kind of melodramatic for just pick up Sanji, just run away in the climax of the arc.
I feel you, but the way I look at it, right? Every time Sanji has done something this arc, I have sat back at least amazed at the fact, I keep questioning how fast he can move, and every time I think about what his training actually entailed of, and what he benefit from, throughout his training, this is the perfect situation to kind of showcase all of that sort of training. So he's surrounded by hundreds of powerful people, and his objective is to essentially not get caught by them. And if there's anyone that can do that in a really cool way, that would probably be Sanji.
And that's truly why I don't have a problem with it, because Sanji's always been covert. Sanji's always been the man behind the scenes, Mr. Prince, always doing things like this. So I have no problem with him getting in and getting out. I know everybody wants to have a fight.
I agree.
I'm okay with him getting in and getting out. He's always been Mr. Prince. That's what he does.
He's also
go ahead there and beat people's ass like that. He's calculating. He's cunning. That's what he does.
That's not the only facet of his character. I agree with you that he's always been Mr. Prince, but that's not the only facet of his character. He also get in a fight. You know what I'm saying?
Here's a situation where I don't think it's a necessity.
Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
I don't think it's a necessity at this point.
Yeah,
I mean, but when are we going to see some Sanji character development then? Character development has to come in some shape, form, or fashion. You can't just keep giving the guy characterization and keep telling us exactly how he's been throughout the entire story without developing the character.
In Wano. His character developed already in this arc.
How?
They talking about combat. Well, no, I don't know what he's talking about.
I think you need to give him a chance.
No, he was right. I'm talking about combat. He hasn't developed at all. And I'll go with the same with his character too. His character hasn't developed either, bro.
So you telling me the whole post time his character didn't develop? How you say?
No, it just showed us. Why Sanji is the way he is and why he's always been that way from the very beginning of the story. Nothing new.
That is true. But
nothing new. There's two huge differences between characterization and character development.
Yeah.
Character development is something new, is where the character changes and they transfer to becoming somebody else. Characterization is where you already get the backstory or whatever attributes or abilities or whatever else is part of the character, at base. That's just what it is.
In my opinion, they fleshed his character out more in this arc though, because before this arc, we didn't know anything about it. We didn't. like compared to other people in the crew, we didn't really know that much about Sanji before this arc. They fleshed his character out way more in this arc. We know like his whole past.
And that would be considered characterization.
That's characterization. What you're saying is true. Yeah.
He had great characterization, just zero character development.
He regressed as a character and just got built back to where he was before this arc started. He regressed in this arc and got built back to where he was.
They broke him down and built him back up.
Yeah.
But I think
so to gain the same abilities that you had before, or the same personality you had before, that's character development to you?
That's not what I'm saying.
I ain't saying it was character development. I just think it was good what they did with his character. To me, you don't have to have like amazing character development to have a great character. To have a great character, like Usopp in his arc in Water 7, he like broke his character down and went back up. Like to me, you know what I'm saying? That ain't great character development for me. He just got
that was character development.
To me, after Water 7, he was the same nigga. He was the same exact nigga.
Nah, bro. To me, like character development. Character development to me is during the 2-year time skip where Usopp was actually trying to be brave and he was trying to like actually like bulk up. Like no, I'm saying like the 2-year time skip. I consider that character development. As far as us being in the New World, all we've gotten is characterization. Nothing's really changed.
But that's kind of faulty. You got to think about it. Your version of character development is different from everybody else's version.
No, there is no.
We could look up the definition.
Character development.
We could just look up the definition.
Like everybody has their own personal definition of everything. No matter what a definition.
So we not going off of Webster's definition. We going off of our own personal definition.
That's what you pretty much just said. I personally feel like when Usopp was doing the stuff, trying to be brave over the 2-year time.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, but that is character development because he changed. His character changed. He developed as a character. He grew. How did Sanji change or grow?
No, Sanji's character. No, but Sanji's character didn't change this arc though. He's been the same.
So you telling me nothing about Sanji's character change?
Nothing. No,
he's still ladies, man.
This is not a drag.
He still believes in his crew. Nothing's changed.
I have a question. Edric, what exactly did you want him to change?
I mean, I don't know, man. I was kind of hoping like he would try to square up with Big Mom just to like save the crew or something. Like, you know, like break the taboo of like hitting a woman, but under specific circumstances. Like, I thought that should have been dope.
He did
or just like more development to his combat abilities. All we really got was him dodging a jelly bean.
No,
he attacked Big Mom.
To be honest, like
remember him and Luffy stopped Big Mom from murdering Reiju. That's your character.
No, I mean like actual fade. Like you can't just like block the bitch. Like
that's what you just said, and that's what I brought up that he already did. You can't change.
But I mean, Oven's a nigga, bro.
What do you mean?
That Oven's a man, so it doesn't count as character development because he hit a man and he's always been hitting her.
I'm saying you don't think it's impressive that Sanji kicked Oven and Oven didn't know what happened?
I mean, that's impressive, but that's not really development.
That's combat development. We never seen him do anything. We've never seen him do anything like that before. That's combat development.
So do you think
that just shows? All that really shows is that Oven isn't up to par because he wasn't doing that shit to Virgo. He was doing that shit to Virgo, bro. He didn't do none of that to Virgo. Come on.
Usopp can try to be brave. You get that character development, but Sanji doing something
because the nigga's a coward.
Never seen him do, and that's nothing.
What's up, Eris?
How's it going?
I just don't
understand. Let me say this real quick. Nigga kick somebody, that's character development.
Let me say this real quick. I don't understand how you think like Usopp had character development in Water 7 when he went right back and when they went to Thriller Bark being scared of Brook and being scared of all the zombies and shit. But he went.
I didn't say that. I said the 2-year time skip.
The 2-year time skip. When he went to train and say you want to be, I'm talking about him and his arc. That's what you're talking about because that's what I'm talking about.
I didn't bring that one up.
I'm saying him and his arc. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, all right, forget it.
I don't think kicking Oven is like development, but do you think pre-time skip Sanji could have had the same results?
No.
I mean, no, but that's why he had development. Everybody had development during the 2-year time skip.
You don't consider that development.
Wait, what are you talking about, bro? Like, break it down, because you talking to me in circles.
No, I'm not, because there's a lot of people in here. Everybody wants.
Okay, so what is your question? What is your question, so I can answer it?
So Oven, right? I said, was it impressive that Sanji kicked him? Was that development? And you said not really.
So the nigga kicked somebody, and that's development. We don't even know Oven's full capabilities. How is that development? We don't know if he's weaker or stronger than Sanji. We don't know if he's weaker or stronger than Sanji. You've never seen him kick another man.
We've never seen him.
You've never
kick
seen him kick, bro?
We've never seen him run, kick somebody, go pick somebody up, and go fly away before that person even knew he got kicked. We've never seen him do that before.
Don't you think
Then
he
that
got
just shows the nigga's fodder. He could have done that
Oh
shit to
my
anybody
God,
else.
this nigga's not fodder.
Would you at least say that? Say that Sanji got faster as development?
I think that was a speed feat.
But
Like, you can't take
all of the
the
speed
feet
that
away
he
from him.
gained was during the 2-year time skip. That's when he developed, not during this arc.
Yeah,
but
he is displaying feats that he's had in his arsenal from the beginning. Now he's displaying them. That's characterization.
I don't think you understand.
Development.
I don't think you understand the point that we're trying to say, though. I don't think you understand.
Okay, then
the point
break
that
down
we're
your
trying
point
to
so I
say.
can understand.
The point that we're trying to say is that we have never, like, we understand that development happened in the 2-year time skip, but we had never seen him do anything like that until he did it. Then we didn't know that he could do that before he did that. We didn't know he could go kick somebody in the face and go run and pick somebody up and fly off before they even know they got kicked before he did that. So that is development because we never knew that he could do that until he did it.
I mean, I don't really count that just because we don't know Oven's level of strength. But if y'all count that, that's cool.
You better say something, Sage.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is I feel like he has gone through development though. I feel like a lot of the stuff that's happened with Pudding is like gonna give him a lot of development, and I feel like a good example of why I mean gonna is actually that.
Hey Sage, I'm sorry to interrupt, but you did say gonna. So it's going to happen, but it hasn't happened yet.
Let me finish a second though.
Exactly. Man, calm down,
so,
bro.
Like,
I mean, words mean things, dog.
We've gone through.
Still interrupting.
We've gone through that development, and we'll probably see it slightly later. And I feel like even slightly later might not be as long as the end of the arc. Like, I feel like we probably will see some of it before the end. But I don't feel like it's been the right timing to physically show development. Like, you don't show something happening, e.g. the potential kiss with Pudding, or the betrayal that's gone through, or his feelings with his family. He can't then do a monologue to the audience and go, I have developed, audience. Like, we need time for that to digest. And you asking for there to be no time for that to digest is very strange to me. Why would you want
100 chapters, Sage?
Immediately? I don't feel like, but it's 100 chapters of what's happening. And then I feel like
that was like 3 days. It's been like 3 days.
I feel like something so drastic, like him, like breaking his morals of hitting a woman, is way too drastic.
Here's my thing. Okay, so I'm kind of in the middle ground because I get where Sombra's coming from, but it's like it hasn't been that long since he's rejoined. You haven't really given him a chance. Like I think he's gonna try to redeem himself because he knows like this is kind of his fault in certain degree. No, this whole situation with him having to derail their adventure to come get him, it's kind of his own, kind of his bad kind of thing, right?
Okay.
And
but here's my problem with that. His year was a year ago. Like, this was supposed to be his arc. And like,
hey,
he never said it. They never said it.
I mean, my whole point.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Right. So here right now, he has an opportunity to do something pretty impressive. I don't know. I can't tell you what he's gonna do to save Luffy. I don't know if he's gonna fight a couple of people, but the thing about Sanji, he's always been a bit more calculated than those guys. He's not just gonna go out there in the open and start throwing hands or feet, right? So he's not gonna do that because it's not smart. It's not. Luffy would do that because he's an ape, but Sanji's not that kind of guy. But all I'm saying is, just give it a little bit more time. Like, you just ask, like, okay, he's back now. Why isn't he stronger? But he hasn't really been like fighting that much. But I get your frustration, Sombra. I get your frustration because I understand what you're saying.
But everything stemmed from the fact that people said that he's just a chef, bro. He doesn't need a fight. That was my whole issue with everything.
I don't remember who said that.
I never said he's just a chef.
I didn't say you said it, but that's where I started going off of.
But Sombra, didn't you say Sanji need to attack like somebody to start getting in the fight for character development, right?
But I mean, I'm just saying I want something. Like, I want character development, whether it be through fights or character development as far as his character. I'm just asking for development in general, not characterization.
I'm just saying he fought Luffy. Him and Luffy stopped Big Mom from murdering Reiju. And this man already kicked Oven dead in the face, saved goddamn Pound, and saved Chiffon at the same time. So going by what you saying for your standards for character.
So him saving
he
women
already
is
passed.
new.
This nigga cut everybody off.
Bro, I swear to God, he was just done talking. I'm gonna mute myself. Y'all niggas get y'all point off, and then I'll hop
Oh
back in.
no, go.
Well, here's my thing.
No,
Like,
wait,
do you think all of that is enough to justify like all the shit like that Oda's been doing to him throughout all of the new? Is that enough at this point?
In my
For me,
well, let me. Can I explain how I feel about it?
you got it,
In my opinion, like you don't have to like learn more about a character. Like I understand like characterization, like learning more about Sanji and the way like he operates and like having a whole arc like centered around him is kind of like more important. I feel like because in One Piece we don't have a whole bunch of character development because I think the way that Oda writes characters, he writes them, he already wants them to be like where they're at. Like Luffy, like is already developed all the way. He's exactly where he needs to be right now. Like I feel like he doesn't have to go through a whole bunch of character development to be a great character. Like knowing that Sanji, like all that shit that Sanji's family did to him, and how they hated that nigga, used to beat him up when he was a little kid, and the fact that Sanji still wants to go save him, like that makes a difference to me. Because I know for a fact that that's something that I didn't know that he for a fact that he would do. Like I could in my head canon I could think that, but like that makes me like it's a greater effect to the character for me. Like knowing that he went through all this shit and he still go save him.
It was a good character arc.
Yeah.
Well, my only thing. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say like Hell's Memories. Didn't he like only know that post time skip?
He did.
Argue that's
it depends on whatever how you want to take it. Like some people think he did it again. Absolutely.
I get what Sam was trying to say. He's trying to say that like, he didn't see any crazy like emotional difference in the Sanji that we already have. But I like what Cool just said is like maybe he doesn't need to at this point anymore.
And if that's the case, then I agree. But to say that we've seen character development and we haven't, that's a whole nother thing.
Okay.
But going by what you already said, you technically already did.
But I mean, how? How? That's the whole issue we've been having this whole time. How?
I know. Listen, you said you wanted the man to
You are thinking about feats. Feats don't necessarily equate to character
he was
development.
Fighting. That's fighting. He
Bro, so just being fighting doesn't make it like a development.
Yeah,
but you said, Sam, you said you wanted to see fighting developments.
I did. No, but wait, but he's saying that like if we see shit that we've already seen from Sanji throughout the entire story, bro, and then he shows that off by like saving a couple of women during the arc, I'm supposed to consider that fighting development. No, the only thing that I actually consider fighting development, I mean, you guys made a good case for the oven shit. I don't see it that way, but the jelly bean, that showcases observation hockey, which we hadn't necessarily seen before. To me, that's development.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's different. Now you just
that's different because it's development opposed to just fighting, like what you said.
Okay, so Luffy getting beat up by Sanji, and Sanji allowing Nami to slap him in front of everybody by beating him up. He saved Luffy and Nami's life.
No, whoa,
what?
Bro, but hey, either way, he's always been that type of nigga.
Hey, yo, no. Hey, yo, bro, you know what? On that note, I think Kingdom's out. Hey, yo, Virgo, I'm about to slide. I can't believe he just said that. I'm out. Can't believe he saved their life. Oh, I'm going. Bye. Peace out, bro.
What you think would have happened if he would have tried to grab Sanji and Sanji would have left? Tell me, you think all the German would have just sat there and let that happen?
But Wing, we're arguing about character development and about fighting development, bro. We ain't arguing about all this extra shit.
No, I'm just saying, what you think would have happened at that point if Sanji would have just left? Back then we didn't know the things on the little bracelets on his hands was fake. And Reiju gave him. His hands would have blew off. Boom. Luffy then would have got killed right then and there.
Those bracelets never had.
So he takes care of his hands since he's done.
Before we knew.
So Sanji was taking care of his hands as a chef, which he's been doing since the beginning of the story.
You clearly missed what I was saying.
Because I'm not understanding. You're not making it clear enough.
Yo, Virgo, move on to the next point, bro.
Hey, I'm with him as well.
Hey, boys, agree to disagree.
Yeah, let's move on, man.
Agree to disagree. But so, do you think that Capone's plan, or rather Chiffon's plan, to go on to the next island with Big Mom, is that going to go awry?
At this point, I'm not sure it will. I feel like that's one of the few plans that we've got in this arc that might be okay.
So are we all of the same mind that she's going to devour that cake and be knocked?
I honestly want him to poison her. want him to
You
try some
want
shady
Capone to
shit.
poison him. But
I
I
want
think
him to try some shady.
I think that's where he fucks up.
What do you mean?
Like I'm
It's
saying,
not
like, he's gonna
if
try to poison her, and that's when like someone's gonna deter them from
not
deter her
that's
from eating the cake.
Sparrow.
Yeah,
Remember
Sparrow's gonna
Sparrow's
deter her
having
from
the
eating
inner
the cake.
monologue.
Yeah,
It
because
was like,
he's stupid suspicious of
yeah,
her. So.
and
Yeah,
he's
without even
spazzing out at
having
them.
done so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Sparrow like
I want him to
I
attempt.
only want him to poison her if Big Mom's actually gonna die and
Big
just leave
facts.
One Piece forever.
Hey, if he puts poison in that cake and Big Mom is completely fine, like, oh, that's a nice little garnishment you gave me there. That's
Or
ridiculous.
starve that bitch to death. Just keep sailing, bro. Keep going.
Just keep sailing. But I'm gonna go down the line here, and I'm gonna see exactly what you guys believe is gonna happen in this next chapter. I'm gonna start off with Wing.
German's gonna pop up next chapter because they go be in the place of the 10,000 men, and the fights for the start going off one by one. Straw Hats with Germa gonna fight against Big Mom and them people, and Smoothie and the rest of the fleet that's behind them. And pretty much it's gonna happen like that for the next chapter.
Okay. And then also the mirror. You believe they're coming out of that, like you said?
The same mirror that oven them in front of.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe they still gonna come out of that.
Okay. And I'm sorry, one last thing. The rest of the Straw Hats. What about them?
What you mean? Like, is they gonna get their fights or
What
whatever?
is their role here?
Oh, they gonna pop up on Cocoa Island, and they gonna be fighting alongside German, all of them.
All right.
No, I feel like they're going to stay on the ocean far away from the fleet because that's what Sanji said through the Dendamushi at the end of the chapter. So I feel like there's a strong likelihood that the German will come. Like that's it. That's I'm going to go on paper saying it now. That's where I see the German coming in. Like I see them holding off the fleet, being a bit self-sacrificey. I see PEKOMS doing something similar in his Sulong form, just kind of telling him to go, having this big old kerfuffle there in his Sulong form, taking loads of high tiers, or at least holding them back like Carrot was capable of doing. And then the Germa are holding back the fleet that's waiting, and the Straw Hats are just vamoosing as soon as they can.
So, like, yeah, do you think? My bad. I know I'm getting I'm changing the subject again. But do you guys think that like these other children that they named are pretty like good? Like they're pretty mid tier at least.
The ones that we just said.
I wouldn't underestimate them. For
Yeah,
sure.
of course.
I'm sure I wouldn't underestimate them. That's
They look like a upgraded enraged army to the next level.
That makes sense. I mean, if I gotta be honest, the enraged army in itself wasn't that bad.
No, I'm just saying, like, remember the enraged army? If Luffy was at like full strength, he would have beat them. But this enraged army, who Sanji looked like, he looked at him, he was like, Sanji fresh and clean. Sanji was like, oh, even me and Luffy can't beat this.
And a couple of them are pretty level-headed. Like Raisin seems to be pretty level-headed. The way he was kind of theorizing and thinking. So like you can't underestimate any of them, and you never know what abilities they have. So you couldn't just run in there and be like, "I'm the shit. I'll fuck everybody up."
Plus, it's a previous sweet commander for one.
Yeah,
And
Snack is there.
Yeah,
he's a
previous
previous
sweet
sweet
commander.
That's automatically above
Is
like
Gondor and
the thing about
Imago, are they on their way?
And Snack is
I
like
can't recollect.
He's still a sweet commander in terms of like level. He's just not in terms of rank because I guess he lost to Aruj. Like he still would have that level of strength. So you can't underestimate him.
I mean, yeah. I mean, so with Snack, if Sanji defeats Snack, that would put him up. I would put him like at Aruj's level, correct?
Bingo.
Well, I have to see what Snack can do first, right?
Because there's always the argument going on that Sanji should have been a supernova, right?
Yeah, basically.
I mean,
I
I
feel
don't know about that.
Yeah,
especially in that
for
this
one
arc.
crew as a supernova.
Definitely pre-time skip up until to that point, yes. Because him and Zoro are on the same level. They were comparable, yes.
I mean, right now they're not at the same level.
I don't think he should have been recognized.
No, pre-time skip is what he said.
Yes.
Wait, Will of Z, what problem do you have with that?
No,
What was that, Virgo?
I'm saying now it's different. It's in
Now
pre-time skip, I agree with him.
Do you agree that they were on equal footing pre-time skip?
Yes.
They're around the same
I don't
level.
know.
That doesn't mean
I don't know. I don't know
Zoro
about
doesn't
that.
that
know.
doesn't mean Zoro wasn't stronger, but they were comparable.
I mean, they're part of the monster
I mean,
trio
yeah.
pre-time skip, bro. Come on.
Yeah, they were
believe like all the
comparable.
monster trio is comparable with each other pre-time.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a way.
On top of that, like, I mean, currently Sanji has the 4th highest bounty on the crew next to Usopp.
So he's number 4 on the crew.
Wait.
No.
Luffy, Zoro, Luffy, Jinbei, Zoro, Usopp, and then Sanji's 5th.
What?
No.
Yeah, nigga he has a lot of catching up to do, man.
Shout out to
What?
Wait, what?
You just said Sanji got a lot of catching up to do, even after training with Ivankov. And
Nigga, I'm talking about bounties.
You talking about bounties.
I mean, Ivankov technically didn't even train him, though. He just said, fight, get the recipes.
But Hassan, since you just got here, I would like your take on what you believe is going to be going down in chapter 897.
Man, because we've been seeing like this new milestone. Yeah, what's up, Dustin? This new milestone is approaching, so I don't know how Oda will take it from here on out. But possibly, Luffy might get out. I don't want to say this, but he might get out another mirror, and then get Sanji and Dip, or either the Germa comes, because I don't see like Oven and them others like just beat up Luffy straight up, or just Sanji taking him and Dip. That would be so shit. And I can't see like legit. I can't see how you can fuck up this arc already more than it already is fucked up.
Damn.
So let's just hope that something like at least something logical will go down in 897.
And that logical thing is.
I mean, as I told you, it's already fucked up. I don't know how he can like not fuck it up even more right now. But let's just hope it's less bullshit.
Like, say what? Like something like, say, Sanji fights Oven and gets low diffed?
Ooh. Nah. I mean, like,
my head off, y'all. I'm not saying that's going to happen.
If Sanji pops in the middle of them, in the middle of the enraged army, like, he's getting battered. I just hope, like, Luffy just, like, pops out of there, and then the Germa comes in or something to nullify the enraged army. Because otherwise, like, there's no way Luffy and Sanji can get out of Coco Island.
Wait. I mean, the Vin Smokes are coming eventually. We haven't seen them in God knows how many chapters. Straw Hats, I don't know if they're even coming to the island. I believe they are, but like Sage said earlier, they're probably going to stay on shore.
Yeah.
I think
Pekoms, Pekoms is. It's good that Pekoms is there for the sole fact that he is actually a force himself.
Wait, what if Bill? Oh my God! What if at chapter 900
that Logia dude, didn't he? The one that
he took out Logia. I can't remember his name right now.
Caribou. Yeah.
Caribou.
Yep.
Yeah. What if in chapter 900? Oh my God! What if in chapter 900, Pedro comes back to keep Pekoms in check in his too long?
People hate that. They feel like he shouldn't come back.
Is there anyone in this call right now that is happy about Pedro? Would be happy if Pedro came back?
No.
It shouldn't happen.
No. All right. Holy shit, we agreed on something. That would be one of the most tragic things that could possibly happen. I mean, it's Pell, but to a maybe even a higher degree.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like Pell, where he has the fastest animal on Earth going downwards, like that is the skill of the Peregrine Falcon. Like it's really, really fast going down. I feel like I can just about say at like what the 200 odd kilometers that they're capable of flying, going straight down, I'll just about allow it and not cry and lose sleep over it. But Pedro being alive, I would genuinely shit. Like I'm not joking. Like I'm not gonna be okay.
Hey, what if he got saved by his Sulong form?
I hear the whole.
I heard about that.
What if he got saved
by the Sulong form though?
There was no moon.
There were bombs on his ribs.
Yeah, hey, we don't know how strong Sulong is, bro.
No.
And Oda's known to leave people alive.
Okay, Adrian, there's no way you're surviving like Dynamite.
Hey, listen, I get, and I understand that it shouldn't make sense, but this is One Piece. Almost nothing makes sense, bro. Very few things do.
Hey, you
But
know
okay,
what?
wow.
You know what? You know what?
I
Pedro
want you to
probably
notice
did?
that
Probably did the
Sulong
whole,
farm that Garrett did when the full moon was out was a couple hours later after Pedro committed suicide.
Maybe
So
it's a
that's
zombie. We don't
impossible.
know. Moria
Yeah,
I mean, we
it
don't know,
was.
bro.
Remember Luffy and Katakuri? They was just about to have their fight, and then at least an hour went by.
They're just
by
trolling,
the
man.
time that happened.
They're just trolling.
Hey, or maybe he got saved by the fisherman pirates, bro. He got exploded into the ocean. Fisherman pirates came
The
for him.
only thing they should be saving is the pieces of him that are scattered everywhere.
Wait, what's Virgo saying?
The only thing they should be saving is his little bitty pieces in the ocean. They should go save his finger, go save his leg, and go save his head. Because there's no way that man is together.
Bro, and here's the thing. Like, even, what was his name? Perospero, who was standing like 2 meters before him. His arm was pulverized. This dude's arm was gone. Like the legend Mac. This dude had no arm. And you're telling me Pedro, who had fucking dynamite around his ribs, survived? That's
I mean,
bullshit.
I could argue, Hassan, that Pedro was aware that he had those bombs, and Perospero didn't know, so he could have planned ahead. You know, using some electro to mitigate that damage, and Oda pulls it off that way.
You know you're bullshitting.
Does anybody remember what Pedro said before he activated the bombs?
You guys are just falling into Sombra's
Good
trap. He's
video,
trolling.
sir.
He's trolling.
I'm literally trolling, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Like, he's trolling. I can't believe you're talking about it seriously. He's joking.
My nigga Hennis, bro.
I'm hit, bro.
Like, go ahead. I mean, honestly, it would be terrible. I mean, that on top of Pound possibly being still alive, because we don't know.
I mean, I would be okay with Pound, honestly.
Yeah, Pound I don't really care about that much.
I wouldn't give a
I
fuck
don't care
about
about Pound. Yeah, I don't care about Pound.
Pedro's a whole nother thing, but Pound, yeah, Pound's alright, bro. You can let that nigga slide.
I feel like he shouldn't be alright because Oven's alright. How did somebody stop him from
with his what do you call that? Halberd? How did he?
Yeah.
We clearly was swinging his halberd at him.
I'm not saying he
Pound
should
went
be
Ultra
alive.
Instinct, he should not be fucking alive.
And we've seen blood.
I mean, but we never saw the impact.
Yeah,
We've seen blood.
Bro,
Yeah,
I don't feel like Oda
no,
could
it's
get
not like
away with
Pound's even
showing
a
that
fighter,
graphic
Pound is-
death, though.
Pound is fodder.
I mean,
but King Bomb was fodder, and that nigga got a whole backstory. Like,
He's
let's be
got a
honest.
wife or a fiance or something, doesn't he?
Yeah, like another tree that he's like trying to bed.
Yeah.
It was good.
Oh, hey, Dio.
What's up? What's up?
Hello.
Hey, but I think the way that this shit's gonna end is they gonna pop out, bro, and then it's just gonna be Sulong PEKOMS in there, and he gonna sacrifice himself like Bon Clay did for Luffy, and the niggas gonna get the fuck out of there.
No more
Sanji
dying,
gonna
bro.
speed blitz and dip.
Obviously, I think Germa's gonna pop up.
I also think the Sun Pirates are gonna help to some degree.
I mean, at this point, everybody with a P in the name is living.
Facts.
Yeah, Will of P.
Yeah.
This is absolute. It's
Hey,
absolute.
more evidence to Pedro being alive, bro.
Yeah, but Sanji's definitely gonna get a fight. He's gonna get a fight, and he's definitely gonna have a fight.
You guys are optimistic, bro.
I would
Crazy
love to
optimistic.
see it. I would love to see it. I wanted to get one, but like, I'm not sure who does it.
When Germa pulls up, it's gonna be like a war in a sense, but I don't think we have time to have like a real war for it to last too long. So there's gonna be a few fights.
They'll fight to run away.
And then they'll like get away, kind of how Impel Down happened. Like there was some fighting, but they still got out of the situation.
Yeah, fight to
But
retreat.
Sanji, he is gonna fight Oven. I mean, look at Oven's Devil Fruit, right? And then we know what Sanji's all about with the fire. Like they have got to fight.
Now
Like,
he
been fighting Oven
this-
being like, oh, that must have been you who kicked me earlier.
I mean, this arc has to last till 9-10, so Dustin can pay me.
Oh no, bro. I think Yonko might be right, dog. 2 more chapters, fam.
No, fuck that. Hey, if he's right, don't pay him.
Yeah, he can't get paid.
You he knows something, man.
Who?
Yonko Production. He has Oda on speed dial.
Come on,
Yeah.
stop playing.
Not
Hey, the man said this chapter gonna end in 2 more. When like if it
chapters.
ends in 2
He
more,
called that about 6 chapters ago.
facts.
Oh nah, I like it to end like 9:20.
That's what you
No, but I'm saying if it ends, I'm saying if it does end in the next 2 chapters, Wayne, you gotta admit the man has connection.
Yeah, he does.
Oh no, he can probably just be. He'll
Last
have a
said
Willa P.
905.
He'll have a Willa P. Just like Pedro, just
How
like
the Willa plot?
Peckham's. What cuz name is on Alabaster?
Pell.
Pell.
Yeah.
Pagaya Island.
Dustin, you said 922, bro.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
the flame everything. It was good, bro. What's good,
I said 912. I think Laz said 905, and Brago said 903. I think.
I mean,
somewhere along those lines. Virgo, you said 910, right?
Yeah, 910.
I
That's because
said
Matt B took the one I
912.
had. But Dustin, I don't remember if I even got your notes on this the last stream. Like, how do you feel that this next chapter is going to come to fruition?
That nigga is guilty.
That's how he feels. He feels he's golden guilty. But
I mean, I just think it's more than likely going to be maybe the Straw Hats getting on Keiko Island and Luffy. The time limit hits of 1 a.m., but he still hasn't came out of the mirror yet. So then they start wondering what's going on, and then they'll probably end with like the Straw Hats probably in some like tragic situation that they'll get out of by the next chapter.
Can you elaborate on that? Possibly like tragic situation.
Just like they're all about to get killed by the Big Mom pirates that are on the island.
Well, damn.
Hold up.
Well, shit.
I don't see the Germa coming in yet. I mean, it's possible they could, but I don't see them.
Think so? I mean,
I feel like
haven't even seen
cliffhanger.
any progress from
I think
them.
they'll be the cliffhanger. Like they'll be on the last panel.
The only thing I see the Germa serving is nullifying the enraged army. Like what could the Germa be like? What purpose could the Germa be serving?
They're strong and they have technology. You don't know what they have.
Look, the one thing we do know is that Luffy definitely isn't coming out of that mirror because Oda practically shoved it down our throats.
My nigga.
I love that belief as well.
It has to be a red herring, right? It has to be.
But then what's the point of him saying goodbye to Pudding? Like, what's the point of all of that?
Fuck Pudding.
Because he thinks it's about to be over, but then it's not.
But when Oda literally
But I mean, that's unnecessary in the chapter.
There's a lot of things in this arc that's been unnecessary.
When he comes out of this mirror, you see this mirror over here. When he comes out of this one, when he comes out,
Yeah.
be ready.
This nigga smart. This nigga smart right here.
Pointing out this entire time.
I thought that was quite obvious. Like he does that every time.
It seemed like a red herring from the get go. I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah, like the
And I
like
mean,
how
you can also tell that Peckham's didn't come through that mirror.
But then again,
yeah, of course it doesn't.
we have to figure out how we got in there.
Unless he's got Sanji speed, and once again, Ubin didn't see the motherfucker.
Yeah, that didn't happen this time.
Wait. But you still need
or anyone else.
But you still need Boulay, and they said Boulay's missing.
Peckham's
So
couldn't come through that mirror because he was on a whole different island. He was on the island with Mount Doran.
Yeah. Nazem just got to whole cake.
Nazem's stealth skills might just be that good. You don't know.
No,
They called him Mistims in the official Viz translation.
In the Viz.
Nah, screw the Viz.
That shit was
Nazem's
trash,
for
bro.
days.
But Tio. Yeah, what do you think about this next upcoming chapter? What's gonna happen?
I mean, I do know for sure. Well, I ain't gonna say I know, but my prediction, I think the Straw Hats are going to make it to whatever island that they saw in the last chapter. I forgot what the island is called.
The cow.
Yeah, and I also believe that Luffy will be coming out of the mirror world, and from there, I think there will be some type of fight.
All I ask is that if Oda is gonna put Sanji in a fight, like just make it a jobber situation.
I just believe it's gonna be some type of tragedy. Something gonna happen.
End it in one chapter. Have him wash him like he did it with Jabra.
No. I don't like that because Snack is a commander, and we've seen Luffy struggle against both of the commanders that he's come up against. These commanders are not supposed to be a joke, and we've known in the past that Sanji doesn't have long ass fights. So if Sanji comes in and ends up fighting Snack and watches him in a chapter, which is because as long as basically his fights go, I'm gonna be
I mean, Virgo, we've made it this far like this. Like, why stop now?
No, stop. Please stop.
Why stop now, bro? Hey, keep the gravy train rolling.
No. Fuck the gravy.
Virgo.
Fuck the
Sanji don't need to fight or Rouge Second.
Fuck the lunch lady that poured the gravy on the potatoes. No, fuck
But one
that.
last thing, but Peckham's got some food for Luffy though. I think he got some food for him, bro.
Think so?
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of
Hey,
Pedro's.
but another reason why Sanji won't fight Snack.
It should be one
Another
of
reason why
Pedro's
Sanji won't
barbecued
fight
ass
Snack, bro, is because that would put him on like supernova captain level, and he's not that.
Why not?
Ooh, shady.
People believe Zoro is supernova captain
Can't
level.
compare them. You can't compare them to.
Why not? They on the same
Keyword when you said believe. You said believe.
I know. I know.
And I don't believe that he's captain level.
So
okay, then pre-time skip Zoro and Sanji look pretty even. Post time skip both of them train with monsters. So why should be?
Because one nigga was actually training, the other one was running away from men in skirts.
But do you hold on. So you telling me when Sanji had to beat the 99 people, that wasn't training? Like Zoro
I mean, it was
beat up the
training, but it's not
monkeys?
on the level of Zoro's training.
Based on what?
The nigga was training with Mihawk.
Last time I checked, I ain't never seen Mihawk pick up his damn sword.
Last time you checked, we never seen any.
If you got Mihawk coaching you,
clear.
We seen him fight monkeys. That's it. We seen.
But these monkeys have been fighting Mihawk.
Okay, when did you see Sanji fight all the 99 people?
I seen Sanji have a fight with Ivankov. That's more than I can say for Zoro.
Oh my God! Spare me the headcanons, bro.
What you mean?
Ivankov fucking one-shotted his ass. Bro,
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I
Ivankov
dropped out of
one-shotted his
Headcanon
ass. They
University.
didn't even fucking
Hey,
fight.
we ain't come here in the stream for to argue about that. I'm sorry. You just
facts, nigga.
So what's your definition of a fight? Did Kobe and Luffy fight each other?
Bro, I'm not doing. I'm just saying the blatant fact. Sanji has shown feats just as good as Zoro's, but people don't want to accept them. I don't know why. Maybe because people don't like Sanji.
If you want to
as
talk
much as Zoro.
pre-time skip, then maybe. But
No,
Yo,
I'm talking about
Virgo,
post-time
thanks for
skip.
having me, bro. I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna step out.
Post time skip, Sanji's not touching Zoro's feet.
Peace, Summons.
So he speed blitzed
Not
one of
even
Big
close.
Mom. Let me get this right. So Sanji
He
can
sucker
speed blitz one
punched
of
him. He
Big
did
Mom's.
not speed blitz me. Let
What
me
you-
make that clear.
So let me
Go
get this straight.
look up
So
the
let me get this
definition of
straight.
sucker punch and go look up what Sanji did to Oven.
How you go dead in front of somebody's face and kick them and they don't see you? You pick up somebody who was finna get attacked, then you go back and put the
Sounds
person
like you
to hide
describing
them
fodder,
before
Wayne.
everybody
Sounds like you
notices.
describing
I mean,
fodder.
a fly can bite you and you don't see it, and you're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's sucker punching. He was not aware of him. If they were aware and Sanji got a clean hit on him, I would give that feat to him.
Really?
But Sanji just basically hit him in his blind spot and went back. That ain't no feat, bro. That ain't no feat.
So he kicked him dead in front of his face and you call that a blind spot?
But they not kicking him in the face. He
Notice
kicked
what you're
him
saying.
in
He went dead
his fucking shoulder.
Hassan, listen to what you're saying. He kicked him dead in the neck right in front of his face. You saying that's a blind spot? Wait, this man he
Bro,
was looking
this
dead
nigga
down,
was
and Sanji went
reaching
dead
to
in the middle of
hit
both of
pound.
them.
This nigga was reaching to hit pound, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was he reaching to hit pound? So his field of vision was towards pound, right? And then Sanji out of nowhere, fucking skywalked towards that place, hit him, and went back. That's legit what he did. He got chiffon and went back and hid.
So you
That's
telling me
not
Oven don't got no
a
observation
feat.
hockey?
Wait,
This nigga,
wait, hold
I'm
on,
just
wait,
saying.
you just said Oven has observation hockey?
I said, does he?
He does. He
Yeah,
does have
nigga, great question.
observation
Does
hockey.
he? We don't know. We don't know
Yeah,
how
we
weak
do.
or how strong he is, so we can't necessarily. What?
We definitely know.
Oh, Toddy!
Break it down, Toddy. Break it down, please.
Because that one accept my facts.
Hold on real quick.
What is the argument?
Come on, Todd.
That Oven has observation hockey, and that it's been shown in the story.
That's nothing but headcanon. You shouldn't even.
And it's and quote unquote that it's been shown in the story that he has observation hockey, which is why I asked. But niggas said they got proof.
And here's the thing. And here's the thing, like observation hockey. Even if you had observation hockey isn't activated 100% of the times. How can he like
I seen
Just
Katakuri
predict
have it
them.
on 24/7.
Did you guys see
Bro,
it?
this nigga is not
Katakuri
Katakuri, fam. This nigga is not Katakuri. The
is
Katakuri shit
fighting all
ran
the
out.
time.
I seen Whitebeard have it on during his sleep.
Bro, Katakuri
Nah,
is
yeah,
fighting.
bro. I didn't graduate from Headcanon University, my nigga.
That's not a headcanon. That's a fact. When Ace tried to murder Whitebeard in his sleep, Whitebeard kept waking up and attacking Ace to
Wait.
defend
So
himself.
can you tell me
But is Oven these niggas? Oven is not these niggas, bro.
You just, oh my god.
Why do you think Oven is like just not a higher tier?
Did we
This
already
nigga is
move
not a
past the
commander,
point?
bro.
People
Did we
understand
move
if
past-
it's not confirmed that it's it's headcanon, right? Like if it's not confirmed, like
Facts.
stated, it's headcanon, regardless.
Facts.
Y'all gotta remember.
I agree with him in the sense that, like, yes, Oven is feetless. Like, Oven has barely shown shit to us. Like,
Yo,
Wait,
hey,
did we already-
Will is a real one, bro. Will is a real motherfucker.
Did we already move
Look, I
past
see
the
agrees
point?
with your opinion.
Did we move past the point where Oven doesn't have observation hockey?
Oh, okay. So wait, you disagreeing with Wing that he doesn't have it? You not agreeing with him?
No, Wing
No,
is on my side on this one. One of the few times.
Break it down. Break
it
it
happens
down.
once every 50 years. Me and Wing agree.
Yes.
But he
does.
he does have observation. For one, it's common sense, and then
No,
also
it's not about common sense, though.
Common sense,
It's
but
not about
niggas ain't
common
give me
sense.
no proof, no
In the
panels, no
story,
Yeah,
chapters,
nothing.
nothing.
I'm about to give you the common sense. I'm about to give you the example. When he was searching for what's her name, Chiffon,
Chiffon.
he instantly found her. Ran over there, lifted up the blanket, knew exactly where she was immediately.
And
There's
But
no
we
other
don't know if that has to do with his devil fruit, bro. We can't
There's
just go
no-
and jump out the window and say it's fucking observation.
There's no other. There's no other explanation. There's no other explanation but it being
There's no
observation.
other
Okay,
explanation except
Oda
it's observation. That's crazy.
gives you another explanation. Like you just can't say for a fact that he has observation hockey until it's confirmed.
How else? On that huge ass cake? On the huge ass cake in the middle of the city.
That sounds like a point you should bring up in a theory video, but it's not a fact.
No,
but remember too is his with Oven he deals with heat, bro. We don't know if he found her out through thermal temperature, my nigga. So this shit is all headcanon. You don't know for sure.
what? Is valid as the observation hockey thing.
Exactly, because niggas don't know. Tell him, Will.
He's saying it
No,
all.
you real quiet. They're just not listening to your points.
They're like literally talking over me as I'm talking.
Hey, I'm gonna mute myself so you can spit that headcanon.
All right, that's probably a good thing because you don't want me to hockey up in this motherfucker.
Hockey up,
Hey,
if
Virgo,
there
I'm
was-
finna go grab something to eat, bro. Thanks for letting me come through.
All right, no problem. Go ahead.
Oh,
Dustin.
no problem.
In the situation that we had Chiffon in, not only was there the cake itself, but there was a middle of there's a town with thousands of places she could have hidden, and yet he knows, he goes there with certainty, knowing exactly where she's at. There's
Hey,
no
question,
other.
do you know?
There's no
do you
other
know what his devil fruit does?
Yeah, it makes heat.
But just heat. Do you know the extent of his devil fruit and all of the possible uses of his devil fruit?
Heat man. He's a heat man.
Are you going to argue that it's more likely that instead of observation hockey, which is a power we already know, that's already clarified, that would make
No. What I'm arguing
sense
is what you're using is
wait,
headcanon, just like what I brought to the table.
None of us know the full extent of Oven's devil fruit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Nobody knows.
And niggas
Stop
just-
using
But what is more? But
Headcanon,
sometimes you
bro.
just got to take the most reasonable
I'm not
conclusion
giving a fuck
and
about
saying
what's
that
more
is.
reasonable. What I'm giving a fuck about is what's in the chapters. That's it.
What the fuck?
Well, that's why you don't need to be on this motherfucker then, because you're retarded.
Hey, listen, hey,
because
that's why you better take your ass to headcanon university, my nigga.
Sometimes you got to take the most logical explanation, because if you're only going to come to conclusions based on what's in the story, then you might as well not be in a Discord, and you might as well not be theorizing.
That's
Hey, so thermal temperature isn't a valid theory.
That is ridiculous. If you're saying he senses heat, he senses body heat.
But what is his fruit again? What is his fruit again, Toddy?
It produces heat.
From
So
himself.
it's been shown to produce heat, but do we know that it solely produces heat?
It's called
Yes.
I still can't say
No. Hold on. When has that been shown in the story that that's all that the fruit
hold
does?
on, because when he put his hands in the ocean or whatever, he had to put his hands in it. He couldn't just stand there and it didn't just heat up.
But there's a difference between heating something and sensing the heat from something. Those are two different abilities.
Where was that?
I said it. Bro,
What was
Yeah, I already know what Tony's
back
gonna
to the
say.
main thing, bro.
So
Let me say it like this, bro. It's like Wing said, bro. It's like Wing said. He knew motherfucking Chiffon or whatever her name is was under this shit without even, you know what I'm saying, no other clue. But he had to censor, bro.
But
But
the source of this,
when have we seen observation hockey work in that manner where you can just sense where a specific person you're looking for is at?
Rayleigh.
Oh, so you're gonna
So
say
you saying this
Oven
nigga
has-
got Rayleigh levels of observation hockey?
Rayleigh and Anel.
Bro, so you saying that Oven has the same level of observation hockey that these guys have?
No, Oven to find Chiffon is not the equivalent of naming how many motherfucking elephants are on an island.
Zoro found out where his sword was.
There's a
underneath that
big
rock
gap.
when he
But
fought
you're
There's
still,
with
but
the
you're
lion.
still comparing his ability of observation hockey, which we clearly haven't seen.
Well,
to that of Rayleigh
compare it
and
to
Enel.
Zoro then. Compare it to Zoro then.
Zoro found his sword underneath a rock.
We have
He
so
knew
many
exactly
we
where
have
it was.
so
He
many
see it.
instances. We have so many instances where people with observation hockey can locate people and things in certain areas. So
That shit's
so
been mad consistent,
if we
'cause Luffy ain't done
if
that
we
shit at
literally
all.
have we don't because I've seen
When-
Enel do it.
when has
I've
Luffy
seen
done it?
Rayleigh do it. I've seen Zoro
When
do
has
it.
Luffy done it? Luffy.
That's like the bread and butter of observation hockey, man.
All I know
I'm
is
back
that
up in this bit.
if Oven had observation hockey, he would have dodged the punch from Pound. He's not getting hit with
What's
that
up,
Pound
Dustin?
punch.
He would have dodged what?
Ooh, the hit from Sanji is what he's saying.
That's not true because in order to use observation hockey, you need to be calm, and that nigga was raging when he was attacking Pound.
Y'all sound like y'all got like 3 different conversations going right now.
Nah, this is
I don't
No,
know. A
this
couple of these niggas are arguing like kids and cutting people
Nah,
off.
because niggas is saying that Oven got observation and it hasn't been shown in the story. We just assuming shit now.
I'm not. I'm just saying it makes more sense than your sense and body heat bullshit.
Hey, but
that
you
makes a
can't,
lot
you
more
can't,
sense.
you
than
can't
that.
say that that's not a possibility if his fruit is heat
It's
based.
not a possibility, but what is more likely? What is more likely? Giving somebody a devil
But that's
fruit
not what
ability
we're
that has
arguing.
not been
That's not what
shown.
we're arguing.
Listen,
That's not
listen.
what we're
Stop
arguing.
cutting me
We're not
off,
arguing
nigga.
if
You are
it's
getting
more
on my
likely.
fucking nerves.
Nah,
Stop
hey,
cutting
hockey
me
up,
off.
nigga. You say you was gonna hockey up.
I
Hockey up.
shouldn't have to cocky up if we're in a stream. This is not Discord.
So now you don't want to hockey up.
This is not
Got it.
Discord, nigga.
Got it.
Calm down and
Do you
talk like a
guys,
man. Please.
do you guys think Oven has armament hockey?
No, this is my point. This is my point. It makes more sense to give somebody an ability that we've seen 4 times in the series than to give them a devil fruit ability, which has never been indicated whatsoever. So I'm not
Or
saying that
explained.
I'm not saying he 100% has observation hockey, but to assume what he did when he found Chiffon, I'm going to take something I've seen in the story 4 times before I say it's something that has never been indicated one time.
But agree that it's headcanon.
No shit, nigga. Anytime you make a
wanted,
theory,
nigga. That's all I wanted. As
anytime
long
you
as
make
y'all
a
niggas know
theory
that the shit that y'all just said is headcanon, we're good.
it's just as much headcanon as your him sensing body heat shit.
And I said that to prove a point that it's fucking headcanon.
Well, no, why do you feel the need to call something headcanon if we're talking about theories? Because everything is headcanon.
But
That
it
is a
wasn't
moot
a theory.
point.
Niggas was jumping out the window saying that Oven has observation hockey like it's de facto. Niggas didn't say it's possible. Niggas said it is.
So let me get this straight. So Oda gotta come out. Oh, he's using observation hockey for somebody to actually do something like Katakuri, have future sight, subconscious.
No, but for you to
dodge and
claim
stuff
that
like
they
White
have
Beard
it,
does.
he has to show.
No, but
no,
if they're showing a sign, if they're showing an ability that is of observation
You can
hockey,
say it's a sign, Toddy.
But according to your logic, unless Oda literally writes what the fuck is happening, you cannot come to a conclusion. Like
It's not about coming to a conclusion. It's about differentiating fact.
A nigga can put black armament hockey on his hand, and according to you, unless Oda says I'm using observation or armament hockey, it's not armament hockey.
But it wasn't stated. It wasn't even inferred that the nigga was possibly using observation. He just happened to find the bitch.
If
He
y'all,
was the only fighter there. Everybody else was
armament
civilians.
hockey, then y'all can just
Y'all niggas argue about anything. God damn.
Bro, it's this no name Sombra, bro.
Y'all boys gonna have to agree to disagree
Hey,
on that.
fuck a name, nigga. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
I know you don't because you ain't got one.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I just said I don't care. So how does that matter?
Oh my God.
Kudos, nigga.
This sounds like a Discord argument. God damn.
That's enough. Welcome, Laz. I know you wanted to hop in because you wanted to say something. What's up?
Yeah. No, I was saying if we're gonna talk about predictions and stuff. I mean, like, I would like to see like a little glimpse and stuff into like Katakuri's backstory if Oda decides to actually give us that, because he's kind of contemplating whether or not he wants to. So like, I hope next chapter we actually do get to see a bit of his flashback. Maybe get to see whatever Sanji's plan is with Pudding. I mean, Pudding, it's gonna be tough because I know some people say that she might have like erased like Sanji's memories of her in the proceeds of like kissing him and stuff. But like, I don't know. I mean, that's it's something Oda would do, but I don't know if he would actually pull it off. And the thing is, like, when it comes to like Capone and like Big Mom, maybe they actually reach their destination. We see from there like what Capone's trying to pull off. See, like, I mean, she's skinnier and whatever, and then like, I don't know. I'm gonna say right now we might see some foreshadowing. So like Stussy having some people around like the archipelago and stuff, just waiting for something to go down.
That'd be really crazy if you just saw that she's completely skin and bones with her skin just sagging off.
Yeah, because I mean, at that point, bro, you gotta break the alliance. At that point, bro, you gotta kill her. Like, if you see that opportunity, you gotta end her, man. Screw the cake.
So, and then that's where Buster Call comes
I mean, if her whole crew is wiped out, like if Katakuri's out right now, Cracker's out, Smoothie could potentially be out afterwards, and the Rage Army being taken down by like us the clones and stuff. When German shows up, there's nothing else to do, man. You might as well destroy the islands.
Yeah, somebody's got an echo. I don't know who it is, but Durson.
There's him walking around, man.
Yeah, he's
What up,
not even
fam?
paying attention. All right.
Yeah, I'm paying attention.
All right, Durson, go ahead. Tell me what you believe is gonna happen in this next chapter.
Man, you already know what I want to happen. I've been saying, man, for every chapter that's been coming, I've been saying the same thing because I want it to happen. I want my boy Event Smokes to come back because, like, a lot of people saying that how Sanji shouldn't have to fight right here. Like, I feel like he has no choice, and I feel like the only way that I can see an eye out for them winning is if the siblings show up, if Invincible show up. So I want them to come up out the mirror, get it popping, and then they see them snail boats pull up. That's what I want.
Wing, did I get you already or no? Wing?
Wing son.
Edric. Sombra?
La Sombra.
Yo, what's good?
Wing probably.
Yo, what's up, Les?
Did I get your complete 897 predictions already?
Oh no, yeah, I told you. I just think it's gonna be PEKOMS. He's gonna hop out of the mirror and he's gonna go Sulong and distract everybody from Luffy and the Straw Hats getting away.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
played
I was gonna say the other thing I was gonna add into my thing because like we're actually gonna find out exactly where PEKOMS came from in the mirror because like I kind of noticed like there's still a lot of mirrors. There's still a lot of mirrors that haven't been destroyed really. So like I think the explanation for that is pretty much is that because Bruno Brulé was like waiting on the side during the whole time when the fight was going. I was like rereading the fight, and obviously there's a point like she was kind of like waiting around. So maybe there's a point where PEKOMS called her forward and says like, "Oh, like I'll help you out, whatever." So obviously like she's tied by rope, not just by sea stone. She can still use her Delphi ability. So she touched the mirror to allow him to come in. As soon as she came in afterwards, he went and captured her and like trying to get him out after.
You know what? I don't know why I never thought of that.
Yeah, because she's not in
That is a good theory.
sea stone, then it'd be a problem, but she's just by rope. Like.
Okay, yeah, I could see that. Eris?
Yeah, like I said before, I just think Vince Smoke's gonna pull up, Germ or whatever. Sanji's gonna get the fight. It's like having Zoro here, and it's like saying Zoro doesn't get a fight besides like just off guard on someone,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, nothing else really unique I got to add. Sulong form definitely has got to be incorporated because we see the full moon. And then we saw PEKOMS come back.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Hey, do y'all think the reason that he got the mask on is because he can't, quote unquote, control his Sulong form?
Ooh, because he can try to cover his eyes and stuff. I mean, like, if there's a thing, like, I gotta go back and look at his mask actually. Because there's a thing that covers his eyes. Well, the thing is, here, remember, it's 1 a.m. during that time. So if a moon pops up, the full moon's there and everything, like we saw with Kara and everything, like, I would have put it past him, man. Yeah.
That's it's 1 a.m., so it's still nighttime.
The narrator says
that's a good thing. Yeah.
The narrator says the mysterious savior, Nazoms.
Hey, but check this out. So that means that if PEKOMS look at the moon, then Future gonna start playing.
No, nigga.
Turn up.
All right.
Mask off.
You're talking about
mask off.
predictions for the next chapter?
Correct.
I think Luffy doesn't really have a choice but to come out of that mirror, especially knowing that he's gonna whether PEKOMS wants to take him somewhere or not. He knows that his crew is supposed to be meeting up with him there, so he's going to go through that mirror. But what I think is going to happen within this 5 minutes is, I think someone said it earlier, the Vince Smokes, plus
Vince
maybe
Smokes there, both.
the Vince Smokes and the Fishmen, a combination of both or one or the other, are going to come and cause a ruckus that draws people's attention away from the mirror, and that's going to let Luffy come out. What my hope is that once he comes out, Sanji uses his instant transmission, like he did against Oven, to get Luffy out of there quick. And skip a fight, man, because even though a lot of people want to see a Sanji fight, I just want Whole Cake to wrap up as soon as possible.
I mean, I wouldn't mind to be a speed feed for him and stuff. Just like blitzing through those people is something impressive.
And getting them out,
yeah.
I mean, I want Whole Cake to be over more than anybody, but you know what I'm saying. If I get a chance to get a Sanji fight, we can hold off for a second. You know?
But I think that Sanji fight is going to come up with a lot more bullshit, which I am like at my wits end with this arc. A Sanji fight means that all the other mama kids are going to need to be tied up while Sanji has his one-on-one, and that is bullshit. I don't think anybody in the Vince Smokes or the Fishman crew should be fucking with Snack or Raisin.
I mean, but here's the thing, though. Rouge beat Snack, and he was just a supernova. You feel me? Like, we know Zoro, he made the rank of supernova, and Sanji is not that far behind him, and so, you know what I'm saying? Snack was a commander, but he's not a commander, so he's like in that niche area. And I feel like Sanji should be a person of that caliber to be able to take down somebody like Snack, just from going off what the story has told me.
Well, I agree. I agree. I could see Sanji taking down Snack, but the problem is who is going to deal with Oven? Who is going to deal with Raisin? Who's going to deal with all these other mama kids?
His brothers.
See, and that's one of those bullshit moments for me, because if Ichiji, after getting zero diffed, after getting negative diffed by God Jr., he shouldn't be able to hang with someone like
But
Oven.
here's the thing, though. He got negative diff by motherfucking Katakuri, who is quote unquote probably the strongest of the children.
Yeah, and we can make it a case and say that, like, Daifuku and Oven are probably below Snack. Because considering, like, I mean, did we get? I'm trying to remember, we got their bounties or anything. Like, and even then, it's like for Katakuri, like his position, we gotta look. He's like the first commander. Like, he's like the Rock of the Big Mom Pirates. To them, we can kind of consider to be at least around Snack or below them, since they don't have that much like look and stuff. So, I mean, it is plausible though that they could end up facing off with Ichiji and stuff. You know,
it did.
But the thing is, there's more than 5 opponents
say
there.
that Katakuri was like the strongest son or something like that.
I mean,
I get that, but the problem is that those there's only 5 Ben Smokes that should be able to hang with some of these kids, and there's way more than 5 kids, nigga. There is a ton.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, you gotta look at the clones too, because if they put the clones in there, that kind of occupies the time with the Enraged Army as well. So kind of like at least occupies them, so that way like the main ones can face the main ones that are in the area of Cacao Island.
But they have 2 different sets of clones.
Yeah, I get that, Oh, go ahead.
And the Virgo looking clones. Remember the Virgo clones Yonji was telling Sanji about? That was in the look.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
In the underground.
They got them too. They can't.
Yeah, but between the Enraged Army and then all those kids, I feel like they shouldn't really have much issue with those clones, man.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is, I kind of look at them as just their infantry. You know, they're only meant to be
the clones are really strong from Germany.
No. I'm talking from the Big One Pirates. Like, they're like indeed the Enraged Army. Like, the only ones I say that only make a difference. Well, Bobbins was supposed to be a difference. So he's not the case. But I would say like guys like Montior and stuff, the ones that are like, we've seen focus on, that's a difference. But from everyone else, the clones should have no problem at least like tussling with them. At least they'll like hold them off for a bit. Because I think that's kind of how I see them. They're not going to take them out. They're going to be like, for distraction. Like, play
it ain't like the clones are about to come in and just whoop up on some ass. Nah, they just there for fodder, like occupy niggas.
See, that's my problem. If they start washing like the members of the Big Mom Pirates, like the Enraged Army, like
if they start washing niggas, it's gonna be so trash, but I'm gonna love it.
There's a lot of evidence though. These soldiers are beasts.
But it kind of wouldn't be trash because remember they hyped up Germa and their clones at the beginning of the arc, saying they monsters and all that other stuff, especially Ichiji and Reiju. And from what we've seen already, Ichiji was the only person unaffected by Big Mom's conqueror's hockey little well that she was having after the picture of Mother Caramel was broken. He's the only one. So if he go out there and he start beating the brakes off of somebody like oven Daifuku, oven a snack or something, it wouldn't really surprise me.
But think of what the implication is. Think of what the implication of the Vince Smokes being able to hang with Mama's forces. That implies that a Yonko's crew themselves are weak as fuck. If the Vince Smokes can really hold off the entirety of Mama's
maybe,
forces, that's weak.
No,
I'm not
but
just
that's
saying just Germa,
or maybe it's just that Germa is stronger than you think.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, you can your main forces can be strong, but I guess like the backup I could say is not up to par. Because I mean, like any army should have at least a strong point and a weak point. You fill them up with so many strong points, it's gonna make it almost tough to beat them. Like look at you watch in Bleach. Like that guy had like literally no weak points to him towards the end, so they had to make up a bullshit thing. So like that kind of does make sense that you have to have some kind of weakness for anything in the story for it to get by.
Yeah, Todd, you got to remember, Katakuri's not there. You know, Cracker's not there, and those are the two heavy hitters.
If you lose your main focus and stuff by that time, or the main guys, I should say, like the main guys are taken out, and all you have is like the other. I mean, the only other ones I can see that can try and make a difference, like Montior and stuff. Amande, I think she's probably one of the spookier members on the entire like Rage army, but like. From there, man, honestly, like, with most of your like big guys out of the way and stuff, I just do see it as an opportunity where the clones might actually just be enough to hold them off. But I would have slightly problem just of them toppling over them.
Look at it,
Right.
like this, like all those people introduced.
Yeah.
One thing you got to remember though too is, you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I can.
Yeah.
So Smoothie is going to be there. Smoothie is going to be there in 5 minutes too, and I understand the rest of the Strides are going to be there too. But I don't think anybody on that island should be able to deal with Smoothie.
We're not saying Zerma just mops up the whole Big Mom crew.
Yeah, because
I think Ranger could be interesting because last she takes the juices out of somebody. Like, what if she tries to slurp some juices out of Ranger and Ranger just gives her poison?
Yeah, because Raja could be like a counter to her and stuff. So like,
I mean, how is she really a counter? Because once Smoothie touches you, you're fucked. Whether you're Reiju or not.
Here's the thing. Do you remember how she absorbed the poison and stuff that was inside of Luffy? If she's able to keep that in her and send it back to Smoothie, is that where they like get poisoned?
Well, couldn't she just juice that right out like she did the first time?
Hey, but we still don't know exactly how.
Yeah, I mean, we have to see how.
It depends on how it goes.
Yeah, but look, we still don't know exactly how Smoothie Powers works in the first place. Like, we don't know if he got any special conditions or anything.
Yeah,
Well,
especially
we know a little bit. We know a little bit.
Especially we saw recently, you know how she was on the boat and she was absorbing like the water and stuff to get bigger and bigger. I mean, she can absorb it really fast, but like exporting it out of her body, let's just say, like may take some time and stuff. So there'll be a slowdown time. So if she's filled with poison, she's trying to slowly bring it out. It's gonna wear it down.
Well, I can see that, but honestly, if Oda's gonna have Smoothie off panel Reiju the first time, to have Reiju give her a mid or a high diff is gonna piss me off.
Yeah,
I mean, we
seen Reiju. Look, we did see Reiju tank an attack from Big Mom though, like so, like they ain't nothing.
Chopper tanked an attack as well, like.
Yeah. God, don't forget. Ranger is Smoothie. Then Smoothie got her back.
Perhaps it's because
the
the brothers of Sanji are seen as inferior, so it's like saying Sanji, you know, maybe, but the brothers definitely no.
Nah, they are definitely good. Like I think they should be Daifuku oven level, like straight up.
Because
you can clearly see it from Big Mom when she did the Conqueror's Hockey. You clearly seen where all the Vince Smoke stood. Ichiji was the strongest, and Reiju the second strongest judge. Niji, Judge, then Yonji. They are around that level.
Do you guys think someone like Ichiji or Nichiji could beat a Snack?
Yeah,
because these are sweet commanders.
I haven't thought about.
I'm gonna say the way that they got it like formed out now, like the way the story is going, I would say no.
Well, technically, it should be equivalent to beating Jozu or Vista. Do y'all think that could happen?
No way.
Because if we look at parallels, that's what it is.
If you're that strong, then you should not be that underwhelming at the wedding. These niggas like had a Power Ranger panels and went on to get their asses whooped.
Like the only thing I can say for that is like if Katakuri really tried and stuff against Ichiji, like went all out. Because I mean, given the situation, what happened and stuff, like you're coming to your like your home base and stuff, causing havoc, and like you're trying to get the bugs out. Like I mean, in his way, you'd be going all out trying to take them out. So like for him to get no diff, it had to be a reason. Like Katakuri went all in. So no matter like who you are, like you can put up a fight, you can try. But if this guy is like really trying and he's gonna go all out on you, like I would have to look at this. He has no choice. Even if like beforehand, like before they fought, I would say they'd have no choice considering how much they built up like the Yonko commanders to be like these guys that are like so close or at least beneath where the Yonkos are.
I mean, even if he did go all out, the fact that he took Ichiji out literally within 5 to 10 seconds, that's an indication of where your strength is at.
Yeah, I mean, they also factor into like with manga, right? Like it's gonna be a lot quicker when you see that. Where the anime and stuff, like I mean, it made like they may stress out on the anime, but in the manga, like it's gonna go by so quickly, right? Like moving panels and stuff, you
But
can't
also
really tell the time.
think about this though. Also think about this. Even though he did him Ichiji up, it's not like they had a full blown fight. You don't know that Ichiji could have broke through that and started fighting back and all that shit. Like we just saw them. We just saw Ichiji hemmed up and then they got away. Like boom, boom. Like it really wasn't. Just showcased Katakuri for that second, you know.
Like someone like Oven, we don't even know if he was the weakest Sweet Commander. Like he got demoted. What if Katakuri gets demoted? You know,
I mean, I see him going the
Girls,
vagabond route. I see him being like a vagabond,
who's obviously an animal.
Well, no, you can infer that he was the weakest because like Big Mom did the
I know
whole
you
thing
can
where
infer
she
it based
sent-
on bounty and he lost, but
and
go
like
on.
the order too, like the order in which she sends people out. Like she sent Snack, he lost, and she sent Cracker.
Right. I can't see Oda really demoting people either. Like I feel like these commander ranks are based on strength, whether you want to believe it or not, and I can't see him demoting somebody because they lost or something.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that.
the only thing I can see is him like leaving the Big Mom Pirates. Like I can see him going like the vagabond route, kind of like just doing things on his own terms. But the only thing for that kind of counters it is like it's shown that he cares for his family. So like, is he willing to stay back and like take the punishment more? But I feel like at the same time too, it's like the whole him saying like, "Are you gonna come back and take care of Big Mom?" I think he wants Luffy to take care of the issue with Big Mom and like set her straight. Because like if he can't really do it, but he sees something in this kid to do it. Like again, I'm not a big fan of Luffy taking up Big Mom right now as he is, but given how this fight has went for Luffy and how much is like, let's admit his level went up. Like after this fight, he's up there. I put him at least second commander level after this fight. I think he needs to at least defeat Kaido's first to be able to say he's first commander. But I think right now he's at least second commander. But I say at the same time, I say second commander level at least right now after this fight.
No, not that. The other part when you said to beat, he have to beat Kaido to be at least.
No, Kaido's first commander. Kaido's first commander. So the first calamity. Yeah, it's at least his first calamity to be.
We ain't heard that first. Get ready to flip out.
Yeah. He has to be his first calamity to be able to say he's at least first commander. But at this point right now, like it's gonna, I would like to see based on like how much he's grown, what he would do in a tussle with Big Mom. Like because now compared to like the first clash, obviously there's no way he's gonna get by. Well, how much further can he get now? Can he get like a couple more minutes in? Could he do something at least to do something? Try to do something on Big Mom compared to what he was doing to the wedding.
I mean, the thing is though, his armament hockey hasn't bloomed whatsoever, and I don't know how easy it is to dodge Big Mom's attacks. But the only thing he would be able to do now that he couldn't do back then is dodge her.
Yeah, I mean, he has the evasiveness, not the evasiveness. He has the evasiveness down for Snake Man. So.
And if his armament is that weak still, there's no way he's damaging Mama.
Hey, but
no
they've
way.
been dodging Big Mom attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
they've been dodging a nerfed Big Mom. Keep in mind, but a full-fledged strength Big Mom is a whole different story.
We've never seen Big Mom at full-fledged strength, so how can we gauge that?
You saw her one-shot judge. You saw an Elbaf.
Based on Luffy's growth now.
Yeah, like some of the attacks you're doing on the side on the way, like the Elbaf spear and everything. Like it's a good gauge and stuff, but like I don't know, like when do you guys actually could see you two Yonkos fighting out to actually measure their strength? Because like the only ones I can see is Shanks and Blackbeard. That's only if we ever get a clash between like two Yonkos, like those guys.
What about Kaido and Shanks?
I mean, if Oda decides to bless us with the flashback to like what happened during that meeting before Marineford,
please do.
I mean, like if Kaido actually got the scar from Shanks,
that'd be interesting. We all know Shanks got that from Blackbeard.
Yeah.
I want to ask y'all a question then. If all the Big Mom forces look like the rest of the forces look like they're 10,000 already got beat by German, they popping up. Smoothie them and the rest of the fleet popping up. Daifuku them who knows where. Two Sweet Commanders already out. Other than the rest of the people there. Do you think if all these people get taken out by the new Fisherman Pirates, Straw Hats, Fire Tank Pirates, and Germa, if all these people get taken out, you really think Oda would skip over Big Mama, just let Luffy and everybody just go straight to Wano? Do you think they'll possibly Oda will possibly let Luffy or somebody else or whoever it may be to fight Big Mom and take out, since this is the For Yonko arc?
Well, the thing is, like, their whole mission. Oh, my bad, Toddy. But I was gonna say, like, in terms of like their whole mission, they were trying to get Sanji and escape. Their mission was never to actually get into a fight. And unfortunately, when circumstances change, like, you have to make do with what's going on at the time. So, like, I still think their option should be to escape, considering the Thousand Suns can be kind of like rendezvousing straight to Kakawa Island, and how like Sanji's gonna use his speed feats to get Luffy out of them from like when he gets out of the mirror to getting onto Sunny, and then pretty much using the burst to get out of there. Just because of the fact, again, like whatever happens with Big Mom, her crew is pretty much knocked down and stuff. I keep saying, man, keep an eye on Stuzy. Stuzy's got something going on, man. Like, if you look in the last chapter, bro, her eyes are very deceiving, especially going against like what she was saying and stuff. Like, oh, we don't have to be that drastic, and you see her eyes like going left, like, yeah, like I got something up here, like.
I think it's like pretty much confirmed that Big Mom isn't going to fall this arc with Katakuri asking that question, as well as just common sense. Yeah, as well as just common sense. Like, no one would be satisfied with a Yonko falling when she's nerfed like this. But as far as who's going to defeat her, I'm of the conviction that it's not even going to be Luffy. I'm of the conviction that it's actually going to be Blackbeard. Blackbeard's in search for all these poneglyphs. We know that he's eventually probably going to get to Raftel as well. At some point, he has to get his hands on this poneglyph. And with his 2 fruits right now, and potentially his 3rd one after Kaido, he would actually have the power to reasonably damage Mama with that Quake fruit.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the darkness fruit too, like nullifying her soul ability and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because eventually, like he's fighting a twig after this point. If you use the earthquake on a twig, what's happening? Like, it's breaking.
Right. And then you don't have to worry about Prometheus and Zeus as well, because I was thinking about that. How is Luffy going to handle Prometheus and Zeus when we've already seen that he has no chance of hitting them? Someone like Blackbeard would be able to like get rid of those two relatively quickly.
Black hole? Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Black hole and stuff.
And how else would he get the poneglyph? You know? I mean, Luffy has it. Luffy has it.
Well, he has the swab, like what the hell was it called? The swabs and stuff of it, like they pasted it from like the paper. I think they're talking about PEKOMS and stuff. I mean, with Pedro, like again, the stone still could be in the room, right? Like it wasn't unscathed, so they could just go and like kill all of them and then literally ransack the place.
Yep.
Right.
You know, and who knows? Like, they also probably have like their own like tape. I mean, the paper and stuff that they can use to kind of like get the notes down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like if you guys even seen too from Volume 88, they kind of like I said were like how like the other like the supernovas and stuff are based on their countries, and Blackbeard's was confirmed Somalia, but his job description is an archaeologist. Oh. So do you think from that he probably is like at the moment looking for something like in regards to the poneglyphs? Because I've seen, I mean, people made theories already saying that he's gonna be the one that takes Robin. Robin's gonna get taken by Blackbeard.
I hope not.
I mean, the thing is, it's like her value should be like already known to the world. Like you can read what the ancient.
Everyone should want her.
Her value should be way higher. I mean, even if not from a combat standpoint, but from like what she can provide for the world and stuff, it's gonna be way higher.
Yeah,
way higher. 100 and something mil is her thing. That's bullshit, man.
Maybe the world government doesn't want it too high because they'd be like, "Huh, this girl, she's fairly weak. Why is her bounty so high? Let's."
It's gonna give her attention.
Yeah, but even the bounty too. Like, I mean, people won't care for the bounty if you have the One Piece because that's already like limitless, like priceless, basically. You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, boys.
Good stream.
Thank you guys for coming through to this stream. Real talk once again.
Oh, yes.
We got a little heat for a while, but we went back so it was all good.
Yeah.
We had a few Discord moments. But
it happens. That's all good.
New version.
Thank everybody for watching, man. Y'all know what the fuck it is. Thank you, boys.
Like the stream if Oven can see thermal radiation.
Wow.
About to lose all the likes, don't say.
Yeah, like a stream for Nazums.
I stream for Mr.
Must be Superman now.
Peace out.
Peace.
All right, boys.